They got Shion, Namine, and Kairi. Alright, which is good, thank you! I like this one a lot. Do I have my references in this one? Or is it just doodles? Sleepy me. Sleepy me, okay. Is this one as well, which is very cute. Look at them, they're so cute! I love, like, she's got the Minnie Mouse, like Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, and Winnie the Pooh. It's just cute. The chocobo clip. I've always liked to associate Naminé with chocobos. I think that's such a big thing that should be introduced in Kingdom Hearts. It should be. Also, here's my Shion one. Because I love Shion. Not Gion! Who the fuck is Gion? Get out of here. Oh, I think this is me trying to do an Aqua picture that turned out pretty bad. So I stopped because I was like, no, I hate it. I hate it. That was my references for Shion, but sure did. I don't like this one as much because I made Naminé's cheek pudge out too much. So it looks kind of weird. Yeah, here's the one. Oh, is it this one? Yeah. So we got Kairi as a Moogle. These are very important for what I was about to say. Oh, I can just bring up this one. Why'd I get it said separate? Yes, this one. So, if we're gonna associate the girls with any Kingdom Hearts franchise, Kairi is a Moogle, Shion's a behemoth, mainly the baby behemoth, and Naminé would be a chocobo. I think that is accurate. Oh, I was gonna read. Did I redraw this, or did I already? Memories! I was gonna redraw it, but I just forgot to. Yep, that's the reference there. Nice. Okay. We'll keep this reference though. That's better. Yeah, cute. I should repost them on Bluesky. I posted them once on Reddit and people liked it. Ugh, there we go. Anyway. My idea for a Kairi game starts off very simply. What do we know that Kairi is doing? Kairi is training training with Aqua. Yes, training with Aqua. That's what Kairi is currently doing. But also, Aqua is in the realm of darkness doing some shit looking for Sora. Of darkness. Well, looking for clues about stuff. So, her and the rest of the gang are back in the realm of darkness. But we also know that Sora is currently in, Shibuya. He's in Shibuya, basically. Shibuya. I'm gonna put in big asterisks Shibuya. Shibuya. So we know that with Sora. I do actually have a notebook that has all my ideas down, but I don't remember where I put said notebook. Where's my sketch? There it is. I want Kairi's companion to be the one and only. How do you draw this motherfucker again? God, that's not how you draw him. Oh my god. Oh my god, how do you draw him? Okay. So it's more like a... There we go. No, that's... He's got like... These one like this, aren't they? Yeah? Kind of. Yeah. I want her companion to be Pluto in this game. I want this to be a solo Kairi game with your only party member being Pluto. And Pluto's mechanics would be similar to his gameplay mechanics in Chain of Memories, where he sniffs and digs for items. Sniffs and digs for items to help you in your gameplay. And also, I remember, okay, this is the yo, if we were back, I was done with the rant. Now we're on to designing a Kairi game. And so essentially, wrong one. No, wrong one. Select me. There we go. Make me tinier so you can see what I'm drawing. So the plot of the game, essentially, Pluto eats Mickey's warp star. You know, the little star that Mickey Mouse uses in BBS to like get around. So Pluto eats it, right? Because he's Pluto. He's a dog. Dogs eat shit. Initially, Yensid is like, Kairi. This is my Yensid drawing. Yensid is like, Kairi. So this is also expanding on what Dark Road has set up. So Yensid is what? I think he's like, I don't know. I forgot how Yensid looks. Got a fucking receding hairline, I think. Yensid is all like, yo Kairi, here's your mission, here's your test to see if you've got what it takes to become a proper Keyblade Master / wielder. She's in her Keyblade Master test because the other two boys are already in it. Let's give Kairi a time. She's finished her training with Aqua. So let's put, finished. She's finished her training with Aqua, okay? Because it's probably going to be some time after the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, after she's done with the Melmem stuff, and, you know, Aqua and her team are already in the Realm of Darkness, so they can't train Kairi anymore. She's already fucked off. So, probably after or during this. So, it may actually be Yensid. It's probably Yensid and Aqua. Let's put Aqua here. So yeah, they're like, yo Kairi, like the what should we call them? What should we call them? I have seen Pluto as a puppy. I love Pluto so much. He's such a good boy. He's such a weird little baby boy. He's a little baby. And he's also voiced by Bill Farmer, which makes it even more funnier. Because Bill Farmer is also the voice actor for Goofy. It just makes it so much funny. So basically, there are like items in the in each world that are important to keeping that world functioning as it is. So, for example, the Aladdin, it's the lamp, you know. In Beauty and the Beast, it's the rose in the thing. And as long as these things are in that world, they kind of represent the heart of that world. Well, not represent, like, how do I phrase it? They are the key things that keeps that world consistent. If that thing goes, the rest of the world will fall apart. Something along those lines, you know? They are, like, they're key important items that, you know, may also have, like, a protector or something. Or, they're connected to the princess of that world. So that's why the Princess of Heart changes every now and then, because one world might seem more, like, a desperate need than another world. So it needs a Princess of Heart to look after it, and so it says to another one, yo, your world has been pretty alright, you have no Heartless, can I have a Princess of Heart role and give it to the princess that's associated with me? That kind of idea, you know? So each one represents a princess, so we got, like, obviously Jasmine, for this one, we got Belle for this one, I forgot how Belle looks, something like that. Na 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 na. You know, and basically they're like, Kairi, people are, you know, the Heartless or another organization, Darkness itself, because Darkness is like a thing that's coming back, so maybe you can, like, you know, link into that, like, something is coming and trying to steal these things specifically. They're not after they're big with all against one of PPL. Stop! But, they're like, yo, something, hold on, actually, let me Dark Road KH. Because I think it's mentioned in Dark Road, a similar idea of very much. These are really the upperclassmen have gone missing. Give me a second. Give me a second. There's a part in later on that kind of in the story. Okay. Oh, the commands you just read about. Let's later on. Sorry, I'm currently reading the Wikipedia because there is a tiny bit of plot that I do not fully remember correctly. I just want to remember if it is like what it was. Because there's a bunch of plot twists, but they interact with the world order and the items of said world, and I just gotta remember why they do so. Right, it's part of Vidar's plan, and I love Vidar so much. He is like our first main character that's black in the Kingdom Hearts series, and he's everything to me. Okay. They return to Agrabah. Jafar approaches in groups to press the switch of the lamp, supposedly to assist Agrabah Xehanort. Feels the darkness of Jafar's greed, but nevertheless he agrees to join the group, search the area of the cave. Xehanort returns, he unites Ericus and Bragi, who Jafar had also sent the same mission. Bragi begins to leave in disgust, but Earth suggested finding lamp anyway, as it may be World Order Essential Object. World Order Essential Object that the upperclassmen are targeting. World Order Essential Object. That's the phrase that they use. Yeah, so items exist in the world that are world order essential objects. Which is the stuff that's now being threatened once more, so we can kind of repeat what happens in Dark Road, but also introduce this idea to other people. World order essential object that because our antagonist which is correct. Vidar appears to pull just a low crossing reach. The lamp Vidar explains the oppressment needs 7 lights to defeat the true darkness. That's already something, but they already have lots of lights. They are seeking the objects in hopes of finding true light to replace them. Vidar rejects this vow. Rejects his vow to respect the world orders and only consider the average fool and friends. Vidar asks of us to join them. Yeah, okay. I'm right. God damn. So back to business. So yeah, these world order items, they're like, yeah, Kairi, you need to find these world order items and make sure they are safe. You need to make sure the princesses are aware, not even aware, just like make sure these items are safe and not being stolen. And you know, things are going well, that the world order is safe. And also, maybe connect with people the same way Sora has connected, because she has been very isolated. She's only really connected with people connected through Sora, and she needs to have her own little, like, adventure where she rediscovers herself, you know? Discovers her independence, as one might say. Anyway, and Sid's like, here, take this little star that Mickey used back in the day. You know, it will take you where you need to go, not where you want to go. And your way of being able to use this will also help you become, like, a better Keyblade Master, because Keyblade Masters should be able to think on their feet, and should be able to, like, you know, come forth despite the adversities in the world. And then he's like, I'm gonna send Pluto with you, since he's the only one we have at the moment. Mickey's with the other crew. Pluto, you know, and everyone else is kind of busy. So you only have Pluto, and you know you've been with him before. He's helped you before. And then Pluto's like, yeah, but he just barks. You know, he barks. But then he eats the fucking he eats the star. You know, he eats it like a dog. And then so Sid's like, shit, okay, yeah, you have to take him now, because that's the like we don't know where this motherfucker wants to go. And I don't know how this is gonna interact with the dog. He's legit just a fucking dog. So, you know, stick close to Pluto, and essentially Kairi gets to travel to random places at random times due to Pluto just yipping them everywhere. He's going, yip, yip, yip. It's a really bad Pluto picture. But you get the idea. Pluto's just like, bark, and then they teleport somewhere, you know? I don't get a single word, but I vibe with it. Basically, little star shard that teleports you to where you need to go, not where you want to go, gets eaten by Pluto, so Pluto now has that ability tenfold more chaotic because he's a fucking dog. And who knows where he needs to go versus where he wants to go, you know, it's gonna be all chaotic. It's no longer like, has that same input of, we need to go to these certain worlds. So Pluto is teleporting Kairi everywhere. But also, because he ate that, he now has like a more direct sense to figuring out what classifies as a world essential object. And that's what Kairi's looking for. She's looking for world essential objects. I'm just going to the food bowl. Okay, fair enough. And throughout the adventure, Kairi has her little princess shard. Let me find it. Can I get a picture of it? I don't know what it's called. Yeah, this little thing. Kairi's crystal flower thing. And then, found Kairi. I think it's part of her shot lock as well. Basically, Kairi has this really interesting flower motif that I really appreciate. She's got this is like a fragment that represents her, and also her ability as like a Princess of Heart or Princess of Light. I can't fucking remember which one it is. Yeah. So she's got like these little boom, 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 boom. This kind of petal motif, even with her shotlock ability, which is really cool. And so the way my brain interprets that is kind of like, you know, Bleach, how Orihime has like the Shoten Senku, I reject. that ability, you know? Yeah. So it's kind of like that, but instead of like the I reject ability, it's each petal represents a connection that she has. So one petal will represent Naminé, because technically Naminé is a part of her, but something separate. One will represent Shion, again, something that's part of her, but separate. One represents herself, because, like, you know, the self is always important when recognizing different aspects of yourself. You've got to have yourself. Or something. Actually, no, let's not have it as yourself. I'm trying to think of other characters that are part of Kairi's whole existence. Oh no! I think maybe like Aqua, because, you know, she has a link to Aqua. Sora, as Sora was once part of her heart, and obviously Riku. These are like her four main people who have had big influences on her that make up who Kairi is. So obviously the Riku and Sora connections, or petals, are smaller, or like you don't get them at the beginning of the game. The first one you get is Aqua's. You know, Aqua's the first petal. Because that's the immediate access that Kairi has. And basically, the idea was, like, she uses this to kind of, like, transform her, like, enter, like, a kind of changed form state. So she'll have, like, a design based on Aqua and her fighting abilities. So this is kind of like Kairi, like, through her training, Aqua's like, listen, you can use your ability as a Princess of Light Princess of Heart, whatever you want to call it, to connect with others in a way that, like, you know, is similar to D-Link's, but in a lot more, like, intimate way that helps you, like, learn more about these abilities and how you function. So Kairi, let's just give her, like, a basic hairstyle. I like Kairi with short hair. Short hair Kairi is cute. It's cute. So she'll, like... I think, like, Aqua's thing had, like, a... this kind of motif. But, you know, she can, like, wear different armors that's based off of her friends and the connections that she's made. Obviously, because it would be like a Tetsuya Nomura game, it would be a lot more badass than I could ever design it. Gotta add the belt. I know he's more of a zipper boy right now. He's doing zippers. And also low-key, maybe inspired the design by Utena, because, you know, influential. But, like, you know, her design will, like, be influenced by, the different connections that she makes. So with Aqua, it's, like, very magic. It's magic-focused. With Shion, maybe more of a physical brutality. Namine, art-focused, like, very art. More of a support, I think. Like, more about buffing herself. Like, getting that internal structure there. Riku, obviously, like, darkness, but also, like, not darkness, because more than his darkness, and also she can't harness darkness because she is of light. She cannot have any darkness in her because she is a light girly. So I think it would be more of, like, her interpretation of Riku, that she sees. So again, it would be more of a strength, speed, and, like, these two would just parallel each other, like, very similar, in terms of what they are, but again, these will represent, like, her connections, and, like, the very last one she would get would be Sora, because obviously Sora is missing, you know, she's like, well, my connection with Sora feels like it's wavered, it's changed, and she's also got to come to terms with how, like, people's connections over times change and adjust, and they become different, you know? They change. And her dynamic and friendship with everybody has changed. I would also say, maybe as an idea, as she goes to, like, the different worlds, she connects with the different princesses. You know, she's like, hey guys, what's it like on the Princess Council? You know, because she also hasn't had really any like, connection with that side of herself as a Princess of Heart, or Princess of Light. I gotta fucking Google which one's the right one. Is it? Yeah, Princesses of Heart. Okay. It's Princess of Heart. Why am I thinking Princesses of Light? Is it because I keep thinking of the Warrior of Light? Okay. Princesses lose their hearts, do not become heartless, however it is possible for princesses to create nobodies on a special occasion. Yes, it's true. They're not actually princesses, princesses are referred to by that name because they're the only ones who brings all of them together. Open the door to darkness, yes, and gain the power to reign over the world, yes. The original 7 princesses are eventually succeeded by the new 7 hearts. Yes. Yes, 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 according to the ends of the appeal, the princess hearts have moved to the new host. There's the 7 new hearts, exception of Kairi, who did not pass out their power. Get Yen said further exchange. This happened shortly after they were used to reveal the final keyhole. To hide the pure lights again, the real legs introduced you. Yeah, okay. Just had to double check. Interesting. Okay, here's a little something. We get new Princesses of Heart in the Kingdom Hearts 3, but I don't know which ones get replaced. Because we get 3 new ones, that means 3 of the girls had to be cut out. So that's originally we had Alice, Snow White, Jasmine, Belle, Cinderella, and Aurora. So who are the girls that got kicked out? Who got kicked out of the group, you know? Who is it? According to okay. Okay, they couldn't find the new ones, but then again, all have to. Okay, that's interesting. It's interesting. Okay, Kingdom Hearts. I see you cooking up ideas. But yeah, Kairi can like go around and meet these new princesses because the World Order items are like innately connected to said princesses. You know, that's kind of how they can move on and be like, hey, we need a princess in our area. Can we get one? Because our world is more like turbulent. This may not work entirely for all the worlds. For example, Elsa and Anna are both princesses of heart. Even though I would say, like, Anna's character feels darkness inside of her. But, you know, it is what it is. You gotta get her with this stuff. Anyway, give her a little clip in her hair to represent her little connections with others. But that being said, these little things can gain extra petals based on the princesses that she meets. Yes! Either they gain extra petals, or they, like, something about it, like, adapts to show that she's got, like, more powers that she can borrow from, similar to D-Links in the Kingdom Hearts BBS series. Or summons. Something along the lines that shows her connection to, like, the Princesses of Heart. Because she, herself, still doesn't know much about the concept of being a Princess of Heart, so finding the new ones, or maybe the old ones, she can learn more about it, and we can also develop them a bit more, because holy crap, we do not get anything about them in some of the games, and it's like, can we get them back again? I mean, I loved them in Kingdom Hearts 1, where, like, you know, they're just there in the room, just chilling, like, hey Sora! And Sora's like, holy shit, you guys are cool. So yeah, Kairi can be like, can I learn more about being a Princess of Heart, and you know, what that entails, and like what our job is, and how we're connected to the Kingdom Hearts in general? Like the actual Kingdom of Hearts, you know? Kingdom Hearts. That please? Thank you! Little sweat drops. So, you know, Kairi's story is going from world to world, discovering different, items and new Princesses of Heart, or old ones, to learn more about it. And that can culminate in the big bad of the series, possibly Darkness itself and how it connects to Kairi. Because that was kind of hinted in Melon, I think? So, all of that can be connected. She gets her own relationships dynamics with people. She gets to travel by herself with Pluto, meets her other friends like Lee and Isa and all the other nobodies that are like just kind of vibing and maybe existing in other worlds, you know? Trying to find a place for themselves to exist. You know, they no longer feel a deeper connection with Hollow Bastion anymore, and so they move to different worlds, kind of similar to how Kairi may feel about, you know, she's originally from Hollow Bastion, got put into Destiny Island, and now she's just kind of wandering about, mainly staying at Yen Sid's place. And it's like, maybe we could talk about that. Maybe we could talk about her feelings, about how she keeps world hopping, and she doesn't really have a place to call home at the moment, because her two friends that she just got back are now gone again, and this time she knows they're gone. She can remember that they're gone. Yeah. I think it would be really cute. I think it would be really nice to have Kairi go around, interact with the other girls. Such a cutie she is. And then also, let's talk about how she would interact with Xion and Naminé, the two other girlies. So I feel like with Naminé, I like this idea that Kairi like Kairi will find Namine in these different worlds and different places, just painting and like really working on her like abstract art skills, just really having a time for herself. You know? What was the design I gave Namine? This one, okay. Something like this. I like the idea that she'll go around and the Namine is just kind of out there in this like big sun hat, so you can always see her. And she is just getting to experience what it means to live, you know? She's living life as it is. You know, people will check up on it every now and then, but she's just going around, she's drawing, she's having art time, she's having an art session. And you can find her and do like side missions for her to like either like, I don't know, gain paints or like take a picture of something for her to get more influence and like draw a piece of art, or like give her certain materials so she can sketch something new, and these sketches will help, you know, develop her section of like the skill tree that represents Namine, you know? So Namine will have a skill tree that like represents like her abilities and what you can gain from them. So for example, you can get like an upgrade in Curaga, you know, you can get like a arrow, which will turn arrow into two different things, whether it's like an offensive or a defensive ability. You can get regen, you know, you can get all these like nice defensive support, self-support things, you know, hastiger and stuff like that, or like leaf bracer. All the stuff that you would naturally assume are like self-healing and self-supporting, I think would be great to give to Namine, because she's currently like, she can be on a journey of like self-healing and just understanding, you know, like how Castle Oblivion kind of fucked her up. And like she's constantly been in a position where she's had to like do things for other people, but now she's doing things for herself, and she's like asking you for like things. She's you know, finally doing nice stuff for herself. Like, please, Namine, I just want you to be happy. And I want this is a fan thing, so I'm gonna be as fan as possible. How dare? Oh, let me fix this face. I don't like how I did this face. This is really gonna piss me off. I know it's a sketch, but like, goddamn. Come on, Cotton. There we go. That's a little bit better. That's a little better. I don't hate it so much, but I still do hate it. Where's my compliment at? Oh, your compliment is that you're consistent in your Eevee boy. The message you something. Listen, I can't see messages when I'm drawing, okay? I can't do both at the same time. It's hard to do. There's your compliment. Your EP boy is consistent, and I recognize it's you every time. Well done. So yeah, Namine's whole thing is, you know, she's on this like drawing different landscapes as you find her. Like, I actually want to doodle that. That sounds cute. You know, she's like, you'll see her like, I don't know, up on like you'll see like her signature sun hat. Yes, I know. I'm able. You know, with like an easel, maybe? Like you'll see her with like an easel drawing out like different landscapes in different worlds that you go to. You know? So like she's on like the thing at Twilight Town, maybe. So how dare you steal his EP boy stuff? You know, like, she's just doing something like this. And, you know, you're like, well, how is Namine getting around? Cotton? Like, how is Namine like exploring all these different realms? She doesn't really have a thing to to travel in. She doesn't have the gummy ship, you know. Is she getting Riku to, like, drive her around? Well, no, because Riku's in Shibuya right now, doing his shit looking for Sora. So do you want to know how I say she goes around? You want to know how I predict how she's going around? Same way as the Beast did it, because we know the Beast was able to travel through the worlds between and was able to get to Hollow Bastion from the Beast's castle, right? We know it's possible to get through there, but how? How was he? That question has never been answered. He did it through sheer willpower. People assume he maybe went through a corridor of darkness, but he didn't have a coat, so maybe, you know, he can't do that. I think it would be really good if, now hear me out, let me cook. Chocobo, right? Chocobos. We have not seen them in the Kingdom Hearts universe yet, but they have been hinted at, I believe, in Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, let me double check. I think they're a gummy ship? Are they? Yes, it is a gummy ship form, I think, in Kingdom Hearts. If I remember correctly. And we do see them in the secret place. That is true. Now, I see someone from 2013. Now, I think Chocobos should they originally were how people got through different worlds. When the worlds are connected, the main way you would travel is through Chocobo. Look at them, they're so cool. This is my little Chocobo. Kia Chocobo. And that's how Namine is getting through. She has a baby Chocobo that she takes with her. And she is looking for other Chocobos that are lost and are special just like her. Because Chocobos are no longer like as prominent as they were. She found a baby Chocobo. And she's been raising it, and she's been traveling through lanes between, because only Chocobos get access and can travel safely through the realms, which is why the Beast was able to do it, because he's a chimera. The Beast is a chimera. And Chocobos are, like, you know, odd birds that are, like, you know, just there. They're birds. They're big birds that are traveling birds. And I'm gonna use that same logic of magical bird through, same logic that the Beast used the lanes that Chocobos could have access to. He used that because he's a chimera. He's a beast, much like, and it's very similar to Chocobos. Namine finds a Chocobo. She connects to the Chocobo because it's the only thing of its kind. Namine is the only one of her kind anymore, because, like, she's not, you know, it's something that, exists. You know, birds exist, but not in the same way that a Chocobo does. And same with Namine. Nobody's exist, but not in the same way as she does. So these two are very unique beings. Yes, they're very unique. And she connects with them, and she helps. With the help of her Chocobo companion, she is able to travel through the different realms and just draw and go on a nice little adventure with her Chocobo buddy. That's my plot reason for why Namine, 1, has a Chocobo, because I think Namine plus Chocobo is a really cool idea, and 2, how she's appearing in different realms without the use of, like, any of the other methods that we know of. So that's Namine sorted, right? Now let's go back to Shion. Shion is obviously going to be with her besties. She's going to be with her besties. She's gonna be with her besties, Roxas and Axel. Wait on. Shion. But what is Shion doing? This is where my idea for Shion. It's kind of not as deep as the idea for Namine, you know. I think maybe Shion is just trying to experience a normal, proper summer with Roxas and Axel, because like they know the shit that's going on with Sora's going on. Like they're aware that Sora is, you know, missing, and everyone's searching for him, and everyone's really deep and serious. But I think the ice cream, the Days gang, the ice cream gang, they've just been through so much that they just kind of wanna like experience and have like a fun, nice holiday. You know, they just don't want to get involved at the moment. They just want to catch up. They want to connect with their friends again. Like when it comes to fighting and all that, like I think we're gonna see them with the Roxas with the Painter, Pence, and Olette trio. And it's gonna be the 6 of them in Twilight Town, so I feel like Shion's mainly gonna be in Twilight Town. You're gonna find her. And I feel, and I would like it if, because we know, like, Shion's whole thing is kind of like mimicry, almost. Oh my god, look how that face looks. I'm sorry, Shion, you deserve better. Like, Shion's thing is mimicry. That's like, she mimics whoever's fighting her to the best of, like, their ability. She doesn't really have attacks of her own, except for the time where she's, like, you know, in Days, where, like, she's doing her own, like, attacks and all that. Really intense. Like, she obviously has battle powers of her own, but her main thing is that she's kind of a copycat and, like, you know, mimicking that kind of puppet replica thing. So, I think, for... Wrong one? There you go. For Shion, her little side plot would be the struggle matches, right? So, Shion really gets into struggles and, like, the struggle matches, but also, she's really good to train against. So, much like how in Kingdom Hearts 2, where you could fight against like people in the struggle matches, very similar for Kairi that she can do that. She can fight against Shion in the struggle matches, but here, because of their connection with the petals, Shion's like, hey, who do you want me to mimic back at you? You know, like Shion's can be like, oh, do you want me to have access to the you know, like, who do you want me to mimic for you to, like, get better at fighting as or against, or to understand better, you know? So, Kairi could be like, hey, could you mimic, like, Master Aqua, or could you mimic Saix, or could you mimic, you know, these other people so I can fight against, and through that, you know, she helps Kairi train and do better in battles through the struggle fights, because it's, like, just friendly fighting. And, you know, Shion's like, yeah, I can do this, you know, it's fine. And then, like, as you unlock more of these fighting prowesses, you unlock more of Shion's fragments, you know, Shion's hot, like, petal fragments, you know, so you unlock more aggressive fighting abilities, maybe stuff like Berserk, like, a lot of things that just are more, like, attack, very aggressive, you know, fighting stuff, even though, you know, Shion's a very sweet baby. I like the contrast of, like, she's a sweet, lovely girl, and has some fucking brutal fights, like brutal attack patterns and shit like that, you know, and you can gain some of the abilities that she has in Kingdom Hearts 3 when you fight against her, but now you get to use it, like the thing that chips off the health points, like that kind of stuff, the health bar chipping. You can turn to, like, learn how to do that. Because Shion is a Keyblade wielder, we can, like, you know, fight against Keyblade to Keyblade, bar to bar, so she understands that a bit more than Kairi, because, you know, she has more of the aggression inside of her than Kairi, I would say. Does it go down the center, or does it go down... I didn't draw it. Well, okay. It's fine. So Shion is all like, hey, we can fight. Where's the Keyblade? You know, so you have like a little mini game side game with not nominate Shion. You can also fight against Roxas, and you can fight against Lee. Like, you can fight against all the struggle gang. I feel like with Pence and Olette, shit, what does Pence look like? He looks like a goddamn. He has like the shitty, like, wah wah, right? That's Pence, right? That's Pence-ish. And then Olette is like, she's got these really cute, like, pigtails. Yeah. I would like it to be like little side missions with Pence and all that of just like going shopping, like, you know, buying accessories and all that for like to improve stuff. So all that can be like, hey, did you know like this bracelet? Like, here's this bracelet that's like now being sold at this shop. It gives you plus thing plus. So she'll update you in like all the stuff that you can buy in shops and update you and be like, hey, if you didn't know there's something new in the stores, there's something new. Here's what it does, or like here's what I've heard, yada yada yada. I feel like that'd be a cute little way to implement like Olet's. Hey there, friends. Odette. Is it Odette or Olette? I've been saying Olette instead of Odette. Is it Olette or Odette? Yeah, it's Olette. Oh, thank God. Oh my gosh, I got worried. And also, you know, texting is gonna be a thing. I feel like. So that's the main idea for like the two main girls, being Naminé and Shion, and like the general plot of Kairi going to world. And now let's discuss which worlds Kairi will go to. Okay, that's like a very big thing in Kingdom Hearts is the Disney worlds. Now let me see how many worlds there was in KHBBS worlds number. I feel like we'd have the same amount because it's going to be like we're aiming for like a side world kind of vibe, you know? So that's 12. A side game, sorry. 12 worlds. We're looking at 12 worlds. So what 12 worlds are we gonna have? Obviously, we're gonna have, Yensid's Tower. We're gonna have, oh my god. Hollow Bastion. Sorry, Radiant Garden. Radiant Garden. Twilight Town, very important. Destiny Island. Island. And we got 3 originals. Need 1 more to really wrap it together. I would love for Travis Town to return, but I can't in confidence say that they would. Unless we get Twilight Travis Town, a mixture of the two. Yeah, we could bring Travis Town back. Maybe. I would love to bring Travis Town back. But I gotta think of like a proper reason. Because if the plot is like the world order items are being threatened, and Kairi's gonna go there and make sure each one is safe, or return each one that she finds to their proper place, that would imply that some of the worlds have fallen to darkness or been put in a state where Travis Town needs to be used because the world is gone. So I would, yeah, let's bring back Travis Town. I would say put the asterisk on these, same with this, and bring back Travis Town. But it has like more of a design influence from like Radiant Garden and Twilight Town, because that's where we're finding our boys. Everyone's there and they're like, yo, this is fucking weird, you know, it's the first time I've ever been like this, like, what happened? Well, no, it wouldn't be there, it would be Disney-esque worlds. Maybe not. I do like the idea of Travis Town, and then the more places you return, like, their items back, because, like, the items being gone, like, the World Essential items being gone, would make it unstable for the people who live there to live there anymore. And so Travis Town, before being a small little humble place, now bigger than ever before, because before it was just the world's fell to darkness, and Travis Town is for people who, you know, who were displaced due to their worlds falling to darkness, but other people still fell to darkness as their worlds did. But now, as their items are lost, their world is unstable, so Travis Town has to, like, act as a bigger place for them, and so it expands more and takes more influence from the Fallen Worlds. And then as Kairi, like, returns these items back to their rightful place, the people in Travis Town no longer appear there, and they appear back in their worlds, you know? That's what I think that would be fun. I think that'd be nice. Like, some NPCs, some side characters will be in, like, Travis Town, and they'd be like, hey, Kairi, like... Hey, listen! Yes? Hold on. What am I listening for, maybe? Oh, hey, bitch! Oh my god, I got moderated? Did? Oh, I'm sorry. Did they add They didn't add Atlantis or the Treasure Planet world. No, but we can't add it to this one. You know what? Let's add it to this one. This is our fan game. Also, you missed my rant. You missed my rant. Did you? I'm sorry. I'll shorten it down and post it to YouTube later. What did I want to talk about? Did I want to talk about something? Oh, I know. I'm sorry. Okay, but yeah, I'll cut it down because I turned a 12-minute video into an hour-and-a-half rant. Yeah, technically 2 rants, but yeah, I turned. And how passionate I got. I know, I'm insane. I'm insane. But now we're on about making a Kairi game. Alright. So Travis Town, people like world items missing. So people are returning to Travis Town, and Travis Town feels like it needs to come back because people are displaced. People displaced. And the world is unsafe to be in. World unstable. Huh? And so as Kairi goes to these worlds, they're gonna look a bit more twisted and like a lot more confusing than they are if their item is missing. So some worlds will be fine, some worlds will be like, what the fuck is going on here? And that will be a sign for Kairi, like, oh, that item is missing. And we may find that item in another world, you know? That were like 2 items in one world, making the thing like Heartless be more rampant in that world. Or, you know, the Princesses of Heart being like either sick or something, because you know, you've got 2 protectors in one world, and it's like, hold on a second, what the fuck is going on here? Or even that in itself, making the Heartless more rampant for the area, you know, so it's going to be up a harder level. Or, you know, we're hunting down the main villain of the series, like villain of this side game, who is like, you know, we're hunting them down, we take, every time we fight them or something, or every person that, like, represents that world has an item that they've taken from another world kind of thing, kind of bring back that organizational level from the old Disney games, from the old Kingdom Hearts game, you know? I can't get a waffle apparently. Oh shit! Now, I doubt they would even care, so I don't think I can draw smut for a bit. Oh, that's okay. That's alright. You relax. You do what you need to do, okay? I got a happy sketch, alright? I'm happy with that. And the one I already have is my background for everything. Anyway, so yeah, let's get some classics in, right? So I would love for Alice to come back. So Alice in Wonderland. This is just a personal one. So Alice in Wonderland. Or just Wonderland in general. What are the worlds? Atlantis, maybe. But we've never been to Atlantis? Or Treasure Planet. One of the two. I think Atlantis, because a lot of people want Sora to interact with the Treasure Planet because it's a pirate-esque world, and Sora fucking loves pirates, so I think that would be good for him to have. So maybe do Atlantis instead. That way, not Atlantis as in like Ariel's Atlantis, but Atlantis as in like the one with Kira. Oh, yeah. You know the Atlantis I'm on about. Though I would also like Atlantis as in No, I want Atlantis, specifically Ariel's Atlantis. Do you wanna know why? Because I want Ariel's daughter. I want Melody. I want Melody to be in this game, and I want the idea that time flows differently in each universe to be like very like hammered in. Because the way we see Ariel is, we see her like when she first starts her story of just wanting to escape and go into a new world. Second one, we get the plot of the first movie, and I want this one to be the plot of the third movie, because we've already seen Ariel in Kingdom Hearts 3, like as a summon, and she's just like popping in saying hi. I want this one to be the one where she's grown up and she has a kid called Melody, and so she's walking around. So it's not Atlantis specifically, it's like the kingdom, like the land. I don't know what the land above is called, like Prince Eric's like kingdom, but yeah, we're walking on that one where fucking Ariel has the wall around that around the castle, right? So this is like so Kairi sees Melody, right? And she's like, she instantly recognizes that same spark that Sora and Riku had. Mainly Riku, because Riku was the one who really wanted to get out there. But she sees that in Melody, and she sees that yearning to get out. She sees that yearning in the person's heart about, like, oh, you don't want to be trapped on this island. You want to go out and explore the world, aka the ocean. You feel a calling. You are just like Riku, and I see that in your heart. And then Ariel's like, hey, I know you're a fellow princess and like, Ariel has never been a princess of heart. But it would be fascinating if Melody was the princess of heart for this world as well, right? Hear me out. It would be fascinating if Melody was the princess of heart. And so Ariel's like, hey, my daughter, I don't know you, but I know you know Sora. You know, I know Sora talked about you a lot, let's relate. And Kairi's like, you're a fully adult woman, what the fuck? And she's like, yeah, no, I met Sora when I was really young, and he helped me get together with Eric, and like, that was a few years ago. And then Kairi's like, oh shit, I guess time flies differently here. Very fascinating. Alright. Treasure Planet would fit, don't get me wrong. But a lot of people have been wanting Treasure Planet to be specifically a world that Sora goes to because of the theme of pirates, and Sora has like a big love for pirates, and it feels wrong for that not to be something for Sora to experience, and only for Kairi to experience in this Kairi-centric game. So I would push that for Kingdom Hearts 4. But anyway, hear me out. So the plot of the Ariel movie, the second one, is Melody wants to go out to the ocean because, you know, she's part mermaid, but she doesn't know it. She thinks she's fully human because Ariel has hidden her identity. Ariel has like lied to herself and said, no, I'm not a mermaid. You're not a mermaid. The sea, I'm going to build a wall around our castle so you can't touch the ocean because there's an evil lady in the ocean. And she wants to hurt you. And it's the idea of the dangers outside the world, how she is repeating the same thing as her father did, you know, onto her child. So, so Ariel, I mean, they did. And also, Treasure Planet was an idea for one of the worlds in Kingdom Hearts But by Sleep, but they cancelled it because they're cowards. So, the plot for this world would be, the Ursula's crazy sister, which is how she's described in the movie, wants the item that is this world order item. And you would think it's the trident, right? Like, ooh, it's the trident. Probably would be, but I would, wait, or is it the, or is it the top of the tip of the trident that was in the first game? Ooh, that could be fun. That could be fun. Nice twist to it all. But no, let's make it the trident again, because that's the plot of the second movie as well. The trident is very important. So that's a world order item. And I think it would also be cool that King Triton has his trident, and he knows it's a world order item, and he knows how important it is, which is why it's always kept by his side. And it's why in Kingdom Hearts 2 we don't see any Heartless, because King Triton has been like on fucking lockdown since the first game. Like, he's like, Sora's been fucking about, he's been going around fucking on world order. I need to make sure my shit is on lockdown so my kingdom is safe, right? But ever since Kingdom Hearts 2, Triton's like, alright, things have been fine, my daughter's out, like, no longer in the ocean. So he's been kind of relaxed about it, and he's been allowing, like, you know, some subpar, not subpar, but like, he initially went easy because Ursula died. But then Ursula's sister comes in and she's like, yo, I want that item. I want that again. So we're repeating the same kind of plot, like, you know, generational trauma, repeating several things when you're not. History will repeat itself unless you educate history, kind of idea. And so Ursula's sister is like, yo, Melody, I want that item. And if you give me that item, I'll turn you into a mermaid. Kairi's there like, Melody, don't do that. That's a really bad idea. You know, I know you want to go out, but maybe, like, just talk to your mom. And then Melody's like, fuck you, I'm going out, and I'm gonna, like, get that item, because no one is explaining shit to her. She has that same drive that she had, that Riku had, of exploring outside. She wants to be outside the world and explore. Outside the walls and explore the world. Kairi sees that, and Kairi, because she knows the dangers of leaving your island, but she also knows how much it can make you grow, so she helps Melody escape, right? And then Ariel's like, what the fuck have you done with my daughter? And then Kairi's like, oh shit, you didn't tell me anything about how, like, dangerous it was, you know? Like, you should have just explained shit to your daughter. So Kairi's like, don't worry, I'll get her back, I'll make sure she's safe. She goes off, finds it, we have our little side story, like, you know, exploring. We're like, hey Melody, do you wanna, like, come back? Do you wanna, like, come back with us and, like, you know, get back home? Melody's like, no, I wanna go and, like, have this little adventure. And she's like, okay, I'll go with you. We'll go to your granddad. We'll check on the King Triton and all that, because I never got to meet him, you know. I'll ask him about the World Order item, because this seems like something he would know. So they both go. Well, you know, do plot shit. Triton's like, yo, I know what you are. You're a Princess of Heart. And so is Melody. Melody is also a Prince of Heart, and it's very irresponsible for you, Kairi, to let her go off freely like this. And Kairi's like, what the fuck do you mean? I've always lived like the life I wanted to live. Why do we as Princess of Heart have special rules? And he's like, do you not understand how important your role is? And she's like, technically no. Like, I know why the Princess of Heart are Princess of Heart, but I don't know how important it is. So Triton explains that the Princesses of Heart are chosen by the World Order items. And the World Order items is like, you know, they kind of pass the role of Princess of Heart to different people, depending on which world needs them the most. And then Kairi's like, okay, so why did this World Order item choose Melody? Why is she a Princess of Heart right now? And King Triton's like, oh, that's because, you know, Ursula and her Ursula's crazy sister, and how she's infecting this world again back with Heartless, and she's trying to upset the World Order. And then Kairi's like, oh shit, okay, well, I'll take Melody back home. Tries to take Melody back home, can't find Melody, goes back to Triton. Triton's like, I can't find my trident. And they're like, oh shit, Melody's gone to Ursula's crazy sister. They go, have a bus fight, come back, and Melody's like, I'm sorry, I just wanted to know more about myself. And then Kairi's like, it's okay, you just wanted to explore and be free, and you have that same yearning that my friend did. I get it. You know, live your life, and maybe your mom should be kinder to you, because, like, holy shit, why the fuck are you locked up? You shouldn't be locked up in your house. You know, communication is so important. And so, instead of gaining a connection point with Ariel, we in fact get the connection point with Melody. And I think that'd be really sweet and really cute. And Melody is all about water spells, and we can, like, increase water, and, like, you know, we get, like, I don't know, a water form or something. Not a water form, but, like, all of our spells to do with, like, anything water-themed or ice-themed. No, mainly water-themed get increased through Melody. And, like, animal handling. Or something like that. That's my concept for the Melody world. Next world. Next, Disney World. Let's do... I feel like we have to do... Agrabah. Even though it's my least favorite world in every Kingdom Hearts game, I feel like it's important to have Agrabah. So we can meet Jasmine. And again, we can look at how the worlds have changed. And how Jasmine is now marrying Aladdin. And, you know, Jasmine's like, yeah, you know, I'm no longer Princess of Heart anymore, you know? And I'm okay with that. I'm no longer Prince of Heart, but I have my prince, which is gonna be Aladdin. Whoa. I don't actually remember what the outfit that she wears. But, you know, she's like, yeah, no longer my thing. Lamau. And so Kairi's like, oh, well, is your like thing under threat? Like, what? Why the fuck am I here, Pluto? Why the fuck are we here? And instead of being here for the world order item, we learn what it is, which is the lamp. And we know that the lamp is now kind of like kept safe with the genie and something. I don't really have a strong idea for what Agrabah is, but I know that it's important to include Agrabah because we see the lamp as an example as a world order item in Dark Road. So I just feel like there's something there that a better writer could do with than me at the moment. In terms of theming of characters and like what they mean to each other, I would like it if maybe Kairi thinks about like her relationship with the people that she knows and like, you know, what it means to lose being a Princess of Heart, right? You know, because she hasn't gone through that loss yet, you know, and it's the question of like, well, does darkness still exist inside of you? Does it, or is it not able to penetrate? Is it not able to enter anymore? Or is it like something that's now possible? Like, what does it mean now that you're no longer a Princess of Heart? Does it mean that you no longer have the power to like, you know, open up the door to Kingdom Hearts? You know, does it mean you can't protect the people that you love anymore? Like, what does that mean? I think Jasmine would also help explain and quell Kairi's fears of like, you're not nothing without your Princess of Heart title. You know, like you're still special in a way. You still have like, you know, no darkness in your heart and stuff like that. But it just means you can't do X, Y, and Z. But you shouldn't also fear losing being a Princess of Heart because it's not what defines you. You know, it's not who you just are, Kairi. You're so much more than just the Princess of Heart that hasn't lost their power yet. You know? So I think that would be really nice if Kairi learned more about, like, what it means to be a Princess of Heart. And the idea of losing it and being okay if she ever lost that power. That she's not an eternal Princess of Heart. I think it'll be okay, you know? Like, just calm down, Kairi. It's okay. It's okay. Alright, let me look at other Disney movies, because I can't remember for the life of me which Disney movies exist out there. Especially classic Disney movies that we haven't explored. Because I would love for Kairi to, like, go through obscure ones that, like, just didn't get the chance to thrive. I would love for her to, like, go to Bambi's world. There is nothing there that I can really work with in terms of, like, plot relevance and, like, what she could do in that world. But I would really love it if she had, like, a connection with Bambi. It would be really cute. Or, like, maybe, yeah, actually, yeah, no. Let's include Bambi. Because we only ever got to see that little guy once. And he's gonna be a baby still. He's gonna be baby Bambi. Baby Bambi. Baby Bambi. Every time, welcome! Holy for they own Muppets. They do own Muppets now, which is kind of scary. So this is my idea for the Bambi world, right? Bambi world. Hear me out, let me cook. So, we have Bambi, our little prince of the forest. Ooh. I forgot how it's like that, right? And I would love it if this was pure, like, Disney princess magic for, that's not how you draw Bambi, fucking hell, who the fuck is this? Bamba? More like Bamba? Ooh, actually, okay. I need you guys to decide for me. Yeah, they had Pirates of the Caribbean in the third movie and the, not third game and the second game. It's been a staple for quite a bit. So, okay, hear me out. Which one do you think would be better? Because we can only have one of these two, we can't have both. For Kairi to exist in. Fox and the Hound or Bambi? Now, Bambi has already appeared once as Church Made Us. Oh my god, it's so cute! No, Bambi has already appeared once in the game, Kingdom Hearts 1 as a summon, right? And the benefit of having Bambi would be that, it would hammer home the idea that, like, each world is on a different timeline. You know, Bambi's still a baby. You know, Bambi's still a little baby boy. He's still the Prince of the Forest, he's not the king yet. Bambi for the trauma, true, but also the Fox and the Hound, hear me out, can also be a representation of Riku and Sora's relationship. How, like, two different people, two different walks of life, can be best friends. And she sees that in the Fox and the Hound. She's like, oh, these two are like, you know, Sora and Riku. But the difference is that the Fox and the Hound didn't have their own Kairi, right? the Fox and the Hound eventually, if I remember correctly, they fight each other in the movie. I can't remember the life of me what the fuck happens. Let me look at the plot summary. I think near the end, don't they fight or something? They go their separate ways knowing they can never really be friends anymore, right? So it ends like that. Having, form of the death of his mother? True! Oh, that hurts. But, also hear me out, the Fox and the Hound, the story ends with, them leaving and not being, like, friends anymore. And maybe we could go from an angle of, like, Kairi sees, like, a image of Sora and Riku within the two of them, of, like, how much they get along, but because of their walks of life of, like, darkness and light, you know, and how much they struggle with it, they no longer they couldn't be friends anymore, but because of Kairi, because of her influence, because of, like, you know, she is the glue that helps them stay together despite all this. She's the reason why she stopped Riku from leaving, going, Riku, it's Sora, and she puts their hands together, right? She's the reason why Riku stays and, like, reconnects with Sora again instead of him going off and, like, being a dark loner. So she can kind of, like, reflect on that and be like, oh shit, I am important to my two friends, because if it wasn't for me, they would just be like the Fox and the Hound, going their separate ways, never talking to each other again, and one hot, like, feeling the darkness within his heart and truly being consumed by it, thinking it's for the greater good of the other person, but the other one is just trying so hard just to look for them, to find them, to care about them, but knowing they have to go their separate ways because that person just cannot come back. But Kairi's there in this game, and she's there like, yo, I know people are just like you two. Let me show you the way. Let me show you the way. That's the idea anyway, but that would be a world without a World Order item, so it doesn't really fall in line with the plot that we have with World Order items. I think in Bambi, it would be really cool if the World Order item is World Order Essential item, whatever the fuck you want to call it. The Wowie is a butterfly. I think it'd be really interesting if the World Order item isn't just like an inanimate object. It's just like this one butterfly that appears on like Flower's nose in one scene, and it just kind of like is miscellaneously in a lot of the background scenes of the Bambi world, and Kairi just kind of is like, huh, okay. Not the rifle. No, it can't be the rifle that took the mother's life. What the fuck? That's so bad. I think it would be really cute if Kairi went to the Bambi world, because it's very Disney princess-like, of her being like, she doesn't transform or anything, she's just Kairi, and she goes in there, and, you know, she's talking to all these animals and having like a true Disney princess, like moment of just being with the animals, in a field of animals as the prince is born. I think it'll be interesting to see, like, if Kairi, it would be so fascinating if Kairi went to the Bambi world and Bambi was just born, right? Hear me out. Bambi was just born and he's just a little baby, and Kairi's like, oh my god, little baby boy. And the reason no, it's still a Kingdom Hearts game, okay? We can't, it doesn't make any sense for it to be the rifle. But, you know, Bambi's just been born, and Kairi's able to witness the birth of the prince. Like, she comes in, and all the characters like are like, oh, the prince is being born, oh my god, and she's like, the fuck, who's being born? Goes there, sees Bambi in his mother's arms, like, you know, as he's just been born, and she's like, oh my god, a little baby deer. And they're like, he's gonna be the prince of the forest, and she's like, oh, he's so cute. And you know, she I'm trying to think, because I think she watches as like the seasons go by or something, or like we get a small cutscene of Kairi just kind of well, like, no, you hop in and out of the Bambi world, right? So you leave. The first part of the of it is Bambi being raised by his mom, you know, and we really get to see this cute connection where we're like, oh, we don't really know why we're here, but we're like experiencing this cute stuff. We see the butterfly come in every now and then, and Kairi's just like enjoying being here. It's like a very nice place to, like, for her. It kind of is like the Disney, it's like the Winnie the Pooh world for her, until this, like, the second visit, right? She goes there again. Seasons have passed, and she's like, wow, it's been quite a while. Like, I only left for a bit, but like, we've already hit like a few years and he's already grown up so much. And because of his connection with Kairi, explains why he is so eager to be friends with Sora when he's in a summoning gem. Because again, timey-wimey, weird bullshit happens with worlds, and we don't know if the idea of the world is constantly repeating or recycling itself. That's also a very fascinating idea that we could play with. Anyway, she comes back, and she's like, oh, okay, interesting. And then on the second visit, holy shit, Bambi's mom dies. And she's like, that's really sad. Like, oh, fuck. And so, you know, she's there, and it makes her reflect about her family, maybe, about the family that she's left behind. Kingdom Hearts has never really talked about the parents, but, like, maybe this is a chance for her to think about that kind of stuff. Helps Bambi through his, like, you know, grow up, and then we come back again, the third visit, Bambi's a big boy, has his big fight, we support him, we're like, go Bambi, go! We realize the world order item is the butterfly, but there is no princess or prince of heart in this world because it's not under threat, it's just living its story. And maybe it's the idea that, like, once the movie's complete, it's finished, it just repeats once again. I don't know. That's something, because we never really thought about what happens when we leave the main plot of the movie outside of Kingdom Hearts. In Kingdom Hearts, you know? Like, there's, like, no aftermath after the movie happens, if I remember correctly. Like, Pirates of the Caribbean, they take influence from the sequels. I'm trying to think of, like, a Disney world that, like, again, Toy Story, that still works in the canon of those Toy Story movies. Rapunzel takes place in the first movie, doesn't really continue. Twilight Town is an original. Hercules is a continuum from the original Hercules story. So yeah, we could discuss about the idea of, like, does time repeat for some stories? What happens? How does time fucking work here, Nomura? Let me know! Hire me, Nomura! Okay, anyway, that's the idea for those two. I'm sorry, I'm mainly just rambling my ideas. So we'll put Bambi or Fox and the Hound. Because those two ideas are nice. They both have a nice yin and yang to them. Ooh! Alright, next. What other movies do we have to choose from? There are a lot of movies we could bump. They have to be movies that also, like, I can see a world item existing and it being threatened. I don't know. Maybe we can visit Beast again, because we didn't see Beast in... We haven't seen Beast in a while, so let's touch Beast's Castle. Beast's Castle. Beast Castle. And this could be Belle. And I feel like Beast will always be under threat. No matter what. The Beast is under threat all the time. I mean, Star Wars is that, but that's popular. Yeah. And I don't want to include Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts. I'm one of the people who do, like, I can take it or leave it. So Beast Castle. This is my idea for the plot for the Beast Castle, right? Hear me out. So we know that the rose is the world order item, right? Oh, we know this just due to several reasons in Kingdom Hearts, but we know it's the rose. And we know at the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, that the beast turns into Adam. He turns into his little handsome man, right? Oh, I forgot how Adam looks. He's like... But, hear me out. The rose gets stolen because it's a world order item, so it gets taken away from the world, right? It's out of the world, out of Beast Castle, right? Which thus turns the beast back into the beast. because his world order item is now missing. Look at how he looks. He's just a big boy, you know? Big boy. Big sad boy. Oh boy. Oh, something like that. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in a while, alright? Leave me alone. Yeah, welcome back! So, the beast, like, the world item is taken away from the world. That looks like a penis. There we go. From the beast's castle. Thus returning Adam back into the beast. Because the world is now thrown into chaos. It's an uproar. It's like, holy shit, what's going on? And the reason why we know this is because, let's scroll back into our previous notes, baby. Where is it? Where is it? Where's my previous notes? There it is. Because in Travis Town, we meet, fucking the wardrobe. No, because the wardrobe is like a really good support for. We meet Mrs. Potts and Chip. Yeah, we meet Mrs. Potts. I forgot how she looks. Mrs. Potts? Yeah. Mrs. Potts and Chip, you know, in one of the stores, and they're like, yeah, you know, is this thing like that? Here it is. It's like, I think it's like a nose like this. And they're still like, you know, they're teapot form. And Kairi's like, hold on, aren't you two? Because like Kairi obviously knows them because she went to those worlds with Sora. She witnessed them, but they just don't know her. So Kairi's like, hey, well, no, she wouldn't know these two actually because Kairi wasn't in Sora's heart when Kingdom Hearts 2 happened. But either way, she's like, oh my god, wow, you're talking things. And like, we weren't always talking, you know, we thought we were healed, but our world got thrown into chaos. We don't know why we're in Travis Town, we just know that it's not safe. But Chip, because he's a baby, to be there, but some of us stayed, look after the master. Because he's fighting off the Heartless, because the beast is protecting his castle, or Belle, you know? And they're like, why the fuck isn't Belle here? And she's like, well, Belle didn't want to leave the beast's side. The beast doesn't want to leave his castle unguarded, because so she's staying, and so he's fighting even harder. You know, they're going through that little emotional thing, because she's like, I want to stay by your side forever, beast. So the beast is like, He's like, yeah, it's been stressful. You know, our item is missing. What the fuck? We're just discussing concepts for a Kairi-centric side game. So not Kingdom Hearts 4, but just like a Kairi-centric side game. So I would really like it if, like, Kairi's there and she's like, hey, I'm looking for, you know, the World War items. Hi, Beast, I know you, but I don't know if you know me. Like, we met, like, once or twice. You know? I didn't know you were still a beast. I thought you had returned to your handsome man form. And he's like, no, because of shenanigans, because my World War item is missing, I am now still the beast. And, you know, the people of my, have turned into items and all that again, and it's really sad, and it's kind of weird that my curse is returning. You know, because it shouldn't return, but my item is missing, so maybe that's why. Anyway, we get onto the main villain of this one, the person who sold away the item, who thinks of it as who thinks the item is the reason why Belle fell in love, is good old Chad Jaw Gaston. Mr. Crimson Chin. Gaston. Yeah. Mr. Chad. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, so Gaston is like, yo, I think the reason why Belle fell in love with the beast is because of manipulation by the flower. Gives the flower away to the main villain of this side game, which we haven't really thought of yet. Probably like, you know how we have the 7 Princes of Light, 13 Darknesses. Instead of 13 Darknesses, we have, like, the 7, we have, like, the 7 Foretells as well. Another 7 to, like, the Heralds, maybe? Like, the 7 Heralds of Darkness that, like, help, seed chaos for darkness itself. Because we know darkness was split into 13 pieces, but now we should maybe, like, they have heralds to help them. Like, you know, maybe like a little side cult that's like, we want darkness to be back. And so they're doing everything in their power to return it to form. So let's just use that as the concept, as the 7 heralds, you know, fucking with the world. Because, you know, Nomura likes his numbers and parallels. So these little heralds, you know, one of them maybe is like, hey, if you grab me the item, I can make Belle come back to you and fall in love with you and yada yada yada. You know, well, Shadow Wizard Money Gang, you know, I love casting spells and he's also cast a spell on that girl, so, you know, give me back the item, bruh. Give me the item and Belle will return to you and you'll be safe and yada yada yada. Because the beast doesn't, I mean, Gaston doesn't die in Kingdom Hearts 2. Gaston technically is still alive, though, like, it's weird because we know Beast turns into a human, meaning Belle confessed his love, but we also know Gaston turns into a Heartless. Oh my god. No one grins like Gaston, no one wins like Gaston, no one kills but Bigfoot babies with chins like Gaston. Exactly. But we know he does turn into a Heartless in the Union Cross games, I believe. And this Heartless design is fucking based. No, based. It's fucking... It's cool as shit. Okay, it's a really cool design. Let me try and find it. It's hard as fuck. It's metal as fuck. It's called the Enraged Elk. Fucking cool. Hello? Look at this! Look at this fucking cool ass design. Give it a few, like, more spices in a little bit in some areas. That's a solid ass, like, Heartless battle. You know what? Because this was made for Union Cross. Make him like a bipedal, you know? Like, kind of like the... You know? Give him, like, these. And then, like... Wait, you know, give him front legs. I think that'll be really cool. Give him those kind of legs, and then... You know? You know? I think that'd be really fucking cool. That would be a fucking badass boss fight that Kairi has to fight. Kairi would have to fight that motherfucker in his corrupted form. Kairi kills a man! Oh my god, oh my god. You know what, we could invoke the chameleon? His bottom half disappears every now and then. It turns invisible. Really bring back chameleon vibes from the Kingdom Hearts 1. But anyway, yeah. So this is where we learn that world items really affect the world that they're taken from, wholly, hence with the beast and turning back into the beast. Da beast. And then the beast is like, oh shit, does Belle not love me because I'm the beast still? Like, is that what that means? That our relationship dynamic has changed? And Belle's like, I still love you. Like, you know, like, we moved pretty fast, but like, I still love you. Oh my gosh. And Kairi is like, alright, shit. Oh shit. I have to fight this fucking thing. I think Kairi would, like, this would be the first, like, terrifying boss fight she'd have to face. That, like, is truly, like, a man-made horror. Because I feel like the previous boss fights of her worlds would be, like, more Heartless based that isn't, like, a corrupted human. Like, a human turning into a Heartless, but, like, just Heartless in general. So she doesn't have to think about it. Then, like, this would be, like, holy shit. You know, she has to... She watches Gaston turn into a Heartless, and this kind of scares her. You know, and she's like, holy fuck. Ugh. She's like, oh fuck, I have to fight that thing. And then she kind of comes to terms with like, oh, there was a chameleon too as well. Holy shit! Holy. Oh my god, you're right. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Kairi's like kind of comes to terms with like this is the stuff that Sora had to keep fighting with. Like she witnessed it. They're like from inside of Sora's heart in the first game. Didn't witness it inside of the second game because like she was off doing her own stuff. But you know, it really hits her of like, if Sora can do this, so can I. And so she fights alongside Pluto. Pluto is her party member. It's the only party member she has, and because of that, he has like different modes that he can go into. You know, like he has a search mode, there's an attack mode, and he has defense mode. I think you could give him. So like, no. Okay, here's my idea for how Pluto is implemented into the game. And I think you'll like this. I think you'll like this. So let me grab his fucking face. Pluto! Image. So this adorable little shit right here. You know, this little guy, this cutie patootie, this cute little shit. He would have like a health bar, like, you know, the classic Kingdom Hearts health bar where it goes, meow. But instead of it being health, it's his energy, right? Because Pluto's just oh, he's such a little guy. And then he has another bar that's like his like behavior bar, I guess. You know, hear me out. So Pluto has, instead of health, he has energy. So each action he does, or like through time in a battle, he will lose energy. You know, it'll go down, and he won't perform actions or anything once his energy's at the very end. You know, once it's at the end, he needs to have a little rest. He snoozes. He goes, wash, he'll like sleep, right? If his energy's all the way at critical, Pluto will sleep on the field, and he'll just like he does like the cartoon sleep where he goes you know, he'll do that. And like, just, you're fighting, like, you're in the background fighting and like going against like Heartless and shit. You know, like, arr. And Pluto's just eeping on the ground, and you're like, Pluto, wake the fuck up! You're like, Pluto, get the fuck up! No, because it's gonna be a side game, so it would be a no money game. But this is how it works, right? This is how it works. I'm still listening to. We will think about Emperor's New Groove. Oh my god, we'll put that next. All right. Okay, so he's an energy ball. What does his energy do, right? What does his energy do? What is he doing? Well, Pluto, as he does in the previous game, he digs. He digs for items. Oh my god, maybe listen. Like, you know, he'll sniff at the ground. He'll go. He'll sniff. He'll get them big sniffers at the ground, right? He'll sniff at the ground, and he'll dig up items, right? And this will either be like a potion for you, like an immediate potion for you to use. Like, he'll heal you with like MP, XP. Maybe he'll dig up some money, depending on like if you're in the overworld. And you can train him. You can train him. This is the important thing. This is the why the behavior bar is here. Depending on how you interact with Pluto, depends on how he acts and how what items he'll give you. So Pluto, you know, he isn't constantly always like, you know, like digging. He'll just walk around the field being Pluto. And sometimes he'll get distracted and he'll run off and he'll be like, oh, what's this over here? You know, he'll be like, oh, bow, 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 bow. He'll be like, oh, what's this? What's this? And you as Kairi, you have to like be like, Pluto, no, bad dog or good dog, depending on like what he brings you. Because sometimes he'll bring you like potions, and you'll be like, and if you're someone who wants to focus more on healing, you could be like, good boy, well done, you know, you brought potions, thank you, Pluto. And if he brings you like money, you can be like, bad dog, and Pluto, no more of this. And so Pluto will therefore prioritize, you know, getting potions for you. or synthesis items, depending on like you know, how you treat him. And also, when you pet him and give him snacks, it will increase his chances of getting rarer items. And then the more you do this, the more likely he will like just get rarer items in general, like in later on in the game. You know, you can pet the dog. That's, you know, if you have a dog companion, you gotta pet him. These are his mechanics. You know, so you pet Pluto, give him like, you know, or give him a snack. And this will affect things like drop rates and like how effective he is in battle. Because again, he can have a defensive mode. You can either switch him to like search or protect. And yeah, snacks will affect his like effective mode, I think, or like his like how much his energy depletes. You know, it can lower down his depletion stacks and all that. His behavior bar will either be like, ooh, how well trained he is, basically, of like, will he dig on the field? Will, when you change over him to like the defense or like defense or slash attack or dig mode, right? He has two modes, so, and depending on like how well you've trained him, it will be like, oh, he switched to dig, but sometimes he just won't fucking dig. He just will sit there scratching his ear like, yawn. He'd be like, Pluto, fucking dig! I'm in danger! So you've got to really build up that bond meter slash behavior meter with Pluto, so he does things for you. And, for example, when you switch over to defense and attack, it will affect how much he will attack the other enemies, which enemies he will attack, and yada yada yada. How effective he is. From the Fable games. I have not played Fable. Which is sad. But yeah, you know, good dog companion. And again, most important part, you can give him pets. You can feed him and give him pets, and it'll increase your relationship status with him. And, you know, because he's going to be with you for the entire game, so, you know, you might as well. Might as well give the boy some... He's gonna make Pluto. Pluto mechanics, that's my idea for him. I think it'd be really fun, and I think it'd be really interesting in terms of, like, in a boss fight, for example, you know, you're, like, going away, using your other mechanics that you already have, like, switching through different forms and such, you know, utilizing spells, because I feel like Kairi, well, I would play Kairi more magic-based, but you can also have a physical-based Kairi instead that's more about brute force by sinking moisture points into the Shion and Riku areas, of the little heart flower thingy that she's got. So that's where my brain would go. But it's all about, like, the whole game, I think, would be about bonds, you know? For example, with the Beast, you know? Instead of gaining a relationship with Belle, Kairi would gain a relationship with the Beast and learn more about him, because I feel like, you know, he's more of an attack-type character than Belle could ever be. Sorry, Belle, I love you, you're great, but... Or maybe, you know, she does bond with Belle. She does bond with Belle, and, like, Belle's thirst for knowledge and, you know, like, the Beast's library and all that. So maybe with Belle, Kairi gains the ability, not the ability, but, like, has a skill tree based on research, you know? Based on, like, a compendium of items, and, like, getting more... Like, the more items you get, or, like, the more enemies you face, you figure out which items you can get from them. Like, the more you fight against, like basic shadows, you'll learn more about which synthesis drops they have, and through Belle's ability tree, like her little section of abilities that you connect your bond tree with her, you can learn more about, like, oh, well, they drop from, you know, this synthesis item drops from this shadow, or, like, shadows give this much XP. Like, you just gain more information. It's a compendium, what research and learning and reading and, like, all that kind of stuff. I feel like Belle could be good in that area. Anyway, we talked about Pluto and his gameplay mechanics. I think that's a really fun mechanic that you can play around with. Like, you're in the fight, fighting along, wah wah wah. You know, you're down, and you have no more, you have no MP, and you have no, you're really low on HP, and you hear a whoa, and you're like, oh, Pluto, good, bestie boy. And then he does a little animation where he tosses something in the air, and you get health point. You get your health back. Fuck yeah. Or you're fighting against the enemy. You know, you're like, holy shit, this is really hard, and like, you know, I'm you're so close to dying, but I just can get the last thing, you know. And Pluto comes in, kicks him in the back with like a little dog backflip, and he kills the enemy like that, and you're like, fuck yeah, Pluto. Fuck yeah. And you can do like synth like battle combos with him. You know, if you're fighting, if you like are next to him when you're fighting and you press like square or triangle with him, your reaction command. So you can use his like warp ability that he now has due to eating the star. And you, plus with Kairi's ability as like as a Princess of Heart and her general like zappy abilities, you step around, you go and then you fucking boom hit the enemy. Really cool ideas, like the idea of like doing combos with Pluto, or like, you know, what the two can do together. So I think that'd be really cute, really neat. It'd be really neat. Next world. Where's our world list? Here we go. Well, I guess I should start a new one. Emperor's New Groove, or the Ancient Kingdom. Ancient Kingdom? I think they would call it. I feel like they would call it like something like Ancient Kingdom. Or something along those lines. You know how they are. Which would be the Emperor's New Groove. Now, what would be the key item, world order item for the Emperor's New Groove? That is the question. What is the, when you think of an item in the Emperor's New Groove, what item do you think of that really says this is an emblematic? Why can't I say the word today? An emblematic of the movie. Emperor's New Groove. Like, what is the MacGuffin, essentially? That's what we're asking. What is the MacGuffin? I can't really think of one. Like, maybe you could say the poison Cusco poison. Maybe, but then that feels kind of weird to have that as the item that like is the world item, because again we're comparing this to like things like the lamp, the beast's flower, you know, something like that really says like, ooh, when you think of a symbol for this movie, you think of this. So it can't be a consumable. The crown? Ooh! Does he have a crown? Oh my god, yeah, he does. Ooh, that's a good idea, because that is something that all the characters are planning for. That's what Yzma wants. Yzma wants the crown. Okay, you're cooking. Getting his crown back would. Yeah, you're right. You're cooking. You're cooking. So it would be, the world item would be his little fan crown, right? Sorry. I need to change the music, because these are too sweet. I need our hype music, aka To Our Surprise. Bitch, it's the hardest song that is in the game. Don't even at me. This feels too polite, whereas I want my harsh. Yeah! And make it that they meet when he's a llama. Well, no, because Cusco can talk when he's in his llama form. He can talk. He's a llama! But it would be really funny that she meets him as a llama. So yeah, meets Cusco when he's his llama self. Look how he look. It's like this or something, isn't it? He's got like that fuck-ass bob. Yeah, you know, and Pluto's just like enamored with him. He's like, holy shit, who the fuck are you? I've never seen you before. Yeah. Now, because the item isn't missing, this world isn't thrown into chaos. but we still have someone who wants this item. So... Oh! Should we make Belle a Princess of Heart? In this? Yeah, I think Belle being a Princess of Heart because the item was stolen, thus making her a Princess of Heart because it's like, holy shit, we need to have someone to protect this land and be like our final bastion, so we'll make Belle a Princess of Heart. She already is one. What am I on about? She already is a Princess of Heart. Oh my god, my brain, yeah. For some reason I thought she wasn't a Princess of Heart. I think I'm getting confused with, Ariel, because Ariel wasn't a Princess of Heart in Kingdom Hearts, if I remember correctly. I think it was... Yeah, Ariel wasn't a Princess of Heart. Belle is. So yeah, Belle's a Princess of Heart. We have that. Good, 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 good. She's still a Princess of Heart, so she can relate to Kairi about that. Yes! Yes! You know what? You'd be even funnier. Instead of these two meeting straight away, Pluto teleports Kairi to this world, right? Like he does this random hiccup. Because the areas where Kairi gets to go first, she doesn't choose where she goes next. She kind of like is hiccuped into them by Pluto, you know, by the Star Shop, which does get rid of a lot of like the fun option choice, but that a lot of people expect from Kingdom Hearts games to choose which world you want to go to first. And I think maybe you can pick which place you want to go when you go to Travis Town and you meet like people being like, hey, I really want to go home and I'm part of this universe, I'm part of this world, but I can't currently do that. And so Kairi can be like, oh Pluto, did you hear? You know, this place is really, really sad. We want to go to this place. Yeah, right, buddy? Here, boy? You want to go to this place first, buddy? And Pluto's like, oh. Maybe that's how you choose which world you want to go next, maybe? But there are some, some worlds you just kind of teleport into. And this is one of them worlds. You teleport into it, and Pluto's like, arr, but, oh no, Pluto's not with Kairi. Arr. Pluto is with Kronk. How does Kronk look? Oh my god, I haven't drawn Kronk ever. Where is he? Where is he? Where is that boy? Cusco, the poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. He's got his like little hat, I forgot. Yeah, he looks something like that, you know, and he's like, hey Pluto, like he's like trauma dumping onto Pluto, being like, yeah, my boss, she's going full evil right now, like she poisoned a guy, you know. And Pluto's like, arr? And then he's like, yo Yzma, this dog's saying he's missing his friend. He's saying his friend wants to is victim in the book. Yeah. He's like, hey yo Yzma, this dog is like looking for his companion. His companion's is apparently looking for the crown too. Looking for the item, really important item. And she's like, you mean the crown? And he's like, yeah, the crown. I think that's the crown. The crown for the prince or whatever, the emperor. And then Pluto's like, oh yeah, we need that crown. Like we want to make sure it's safe. And he's like, yeah, we're looking for it to be safe. And so, inadvertently, Pluto and Kronk get, Kairi in trouble with Yzma. Thank you. That's my best Kronk impression. There would be no Princess of Heart in this world because, you know, this world is not threatened, and also it doesn't really- not every world needs a Princess of Heart, we only need 7. How many have we got right now? We should probably decide all our Princesses of Heart. Real quick. So we got Kairi, Melody, Belle, Jasmine is an X1, so she's X-Princess of Heart. That's not how I spell Kairi, what the fuck? Kairi. Melody, Belle, oh god! Oh, we know, Anna and Elsa are Princesses of Heart now, along with Rapunzel. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only have one more person we can make a Princess of Heart. Let's quickly decide that before anything. Oh my god, Tiana, maybe? Oh my god. No, because that's the side games always like flourish because they always choose like a game that like a movie that was like really old and hasn't given like hasn't seen any love in like years. So I think we should pick an old game. Not an old game, an old movie. Let's see. I would love a Jungle Book level, but again, we need a Princess of Heart. We need to choose a princess. Or at least a femme fatale. The Rescuers would be cute. That would be a really cute world to go into. But again, not really one that I can that screams has a Princess of Heart in it. Brave! That could be fun, because, like, nobody cares about the Brave movie, so I don't think anyone would care. Brave or Black Cauldron? Yo, what if we had the Black Cauldron? Yo! Yo! So that would be... Lonwen? Lonwen? Princess Lonwen? Ooh! Ooh! This would be such a good... This would be such a good one, because a lot of people don't like this movie, but I love it. I think it's so interesting. And just such a fascinating story to, like, delve into. Da-na-na. Princess Alonwe, if I remember correctly. Yeah! Oh, I just spelled her name wrong. It's... E-I-L. Elonwe. It's Welsh. Elonwe. Yeah. Hear me out. This is my biggest hear me out, okay? The cauldron is the item, correct. You already know where I'm going with this. You already know. There is the Arthur in the Sword of the Stone. No! What the? But essentially, Black Cauldron is let's go to this one again. Oh. So Black Cauldron, you know, it's has all the evils in it and shit like that. And I think it's a fun way, the same way how Maleficent took over Hollow Bastion, and did all of her evil misdoings there and all that, and kind of like had her little Disney evil vault there. This could be the opposite, where the Seven Heralds of Darkness, you know, the people who are trying to bring back darkness in with a capital D, and not darkness in general. I know, it's very confusing. We haven't had like a translated version of it that like would make sense in the world of Kingdom Hearts yet, but we do have darkness, which is with a capital D instead of darkness in general with the lowered. It's Kingdom Hearts shenanigans because darkness is now an entity now, but it's different from general darkness. So, I love Kingdom Hearts so much. So we're gonna call them the Several Heralds of Darkness, who want capital T darkness to be back, right? They want their plans and motions to help the foretellers and their little plans going forward, all that kind of good shit. And they can also play as parallel to them, because you know the seven foretellers also represent the seven deadly sins in their names, so we can name these guys as the seven justices, but you know, they have like, they're bad though. It's fascinating. Tropes. Sorry. So the seven bad guys are using the cauldron, to like kind of guide them into where to go, because they're like, this item is really powerful, and it's one of the world items, but it's also a really fucking powerful world item. This world has been closed off, like, from most things due to its power alone, because of how fucking powerful it is. Robin Hood would be really fun. I would love a Robin Hood world. Let's put that in our world list. Where's our world list? Robin Hood. Okay, and we also have Ancient Kingdom, and also Black Cauldron. Cauldron. Can't fucking spell. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. We've hit the max amount of worlds. That's it. Yensid's Tower doesn't really count because it's Yensid's Tower. It's not really a world, it's just a place. So we've hit the max amount of worlds that we can do. Anyway, so 7 Heralds are like, yo, this cauldron has, because of its sheer power and sheer evil and connection to the name of the strongest capital darkness. Captain Darkness. But they're like, yo, this cauldron is so powerful, so much full of evil, and it's like, you know, so much full of darkness in general, like, you know, general darkness, that it's able to, like, close itself off and be like a little mini realm of darkness, like, in this world, right? Even though it's a Disney world, even though, like, you know, Disney stories is happening in the background, no one has really traveled into that world because of, like, how dense and how hard it is. Like, not even chocobos could travel here, not even a gummy ship could get here naturally. You'd have to go through a shit ton of stuff to get here via gummy ship. It would be a one hell of a ride, or, like, one hell of a battle, because of, like, how heavily protected this area is, because of how dark it is, you know? It's one of them, like, you can barely get there unless you have the right shit, kind of like at the end of the world, or end of the world place in Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts 1. So they're like, yeah, this place, terrifying, locked off. We're gonna use this as our base of operations. We're gonna use the cauldron to find other world items so we know what we're looking for. And, you know, every time we do get one, we're gonna pop it in there and destroy it and, like, help it feed into the world. So basically, the final boss fight, one of the final boss fights is, my goodness, that's great. Essentially, final boss fights in the end of, like, the game, or, like, this area of the game, would be you fight against the cauldron itself. All the items that were taken and we don't know where they are, we fight the cauldron, destroy it, and then, like, the items will be returned back to where they go, restoring the worlds once they were, and then slowly returning Twilight, like, Travis Town to no longer be needed, you know? It's good. It's good. I like that. That's a good idea. And then once the cauldron's broken, our little guy is like, no, how could this happen to me and all my shenanigans? And then you go through your boss, you know, your final boss fight through, like, however we go through. So either because you technically destroyed a world item, you've kind of put in danger the world of the Black Cauldron, because you've destroyed the cauldron and it's released all the other items, but now one item has been destroyed, and we get a really sad thing of, like, Princess Alonwe. She could have been the next Princess of Heart, because we already have 7. I actually don't want to include the Frozen World, so I'm gonna, as I'm gonna say only Elsa stays as the Princess of Heart and not Elsa and Anna, because I'm kind of annoyed that both of them are. Like, 2 princesses for one world, a bit much, okay? You don't need 2. You don't need 2 Frozen, okay? It's special. So we're gonna revoke Anna's Princess of Heart, because the world is no longer under threat as it once was before. There we go. There we go. That's my excuse. So you break that. Alonwe is also now the new Princess of Heart, and she doesn't really understand the role of being a Princess of Heart. Now the world is just... Exactly, yeah! Like, that could be a really cool thing of, like, you know, some of the nameplates falling apart, like, the world itself as a concept is slowly being destroyed, and you're like, holy shit! I thought I was doing a good thing. And, you know, Kairi's going for, like, a spiral of, like, damn, if Sora was doing this, Sora would be fine. Sora could, make this better. Sora, like, she's constantly comparing herself to her peers and all that kind of, and that stuff. Constantly doubting herself. And then maybe through Alonwe or something, or through either Aqua or Yensid, we find out that there is a way to restore world items. And that's where the Princess of Heart exists as well on another level. That if, a world item is destroyed while there is a Princess of Heart active in that world, she can revoke her right to be a Princess of Heart and let that item return. And that's gonna put her into a deep slumber, similar to how Kairi was in. She's gonna become a Sleeping Beauty. Hence, a parallel to Aurora, making that world a bit more relevant, you know? Get some more... we can put some more relevance on the Sleeping Beauty world and put a more dynamic through line through that by... And also, kind of recontextualizes why Aurora was asleep in the original, in BBS, because her world is in danger. The item could have been destroyed, her world item could have been destroyed before the story had started. And the reason why she was asleep for so long is also because, maybe the world item is the spindle. I can see the spindle being the world item, and it's slowly being recovered as Aurora sleeps. It's up for 100 years, Gucci! Gucci by Gucci! Well, in the original story, not in the Disney movie, but in the original story, she slept for like over 100 years. Anyway, recontextualizes Aurora sleeping, which is kind of cool, and kind of harkens back to when Kairi was inside of Sora's heart, the idea of like staying asleep in this kind of like, sleep state, and it's like she has now condemned Alonwe to that life of like staying asleep with that cauldron to reform, that cauldron that is objectively evil, objectively bad. It's a cauldron of darkness, but it is also the world order essential item. It is an item that needs to exist so this world stays stable, so this world won't fall apart. And it's a hard decision, it's like, hey, Alonwe, you don't have to give up your life. You could like just live in Travis Town. You could come to me with Destiny Island. You can leave this world, come with me, and we can go to another world and let this world fall apart if you want to. And Alonwe's like, no, this is still my home. This is still a place that I love. You can get sleep. Okay, drowsy. Yeah, have some sleep. I'm almost finished as well. I gotta just finish up this final ranting. But Alonwe's like, no, this is my world. This is the place I love. I don't want to forego that. Just because, I'm a Princess of Heart and I feel like this is my responsibility. And then Kairi thinks about, like, would she do that for something that happens in Destiny Island, she's already seen Destiny Island for once. Would she be able to go through with it like Alonwe could? And again, it's a sad thought. It would be a really sad scene, and it would, like, kind of put an importance on, like, a big importance on the side characters, like the Disney characters, in a way that, like, we haven't really seen that much. Like, that's a Disney character involving in, like, intensely in the main plot. Like, it's the reason why, she is the reason why her world can reform again, because she gives up her power of Princess of Heart to restore this objectively evil item, but it keeps her world alive, and that's the sacrifice she's willing to make. It's gonna put her into a deep sleep. And then the boy, I can't remember his name, the night boy in the movie is like, don't worry, I'll protect her no matter what. We're gonna look after her, she's gonna be safe, it's gonna be good, don't worry about it. And then I think she's gonna Kairi's gonna reflect on how Sora and Riku have protected her in a similar way, and how much she has had to like sacrifice, and she's had to like do so much to keep everyone else safe. But in this way, she also is accepting that she can be protected too. Anyway, we get through that, we finally go for our final boss fight, yada 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 yada. Kingdom Hearts ending, where you want to me, you don't hear me sing. Well, and that is my concept for Kairi world. I mean, the Kairi game. I'm sure I could probably cut this down to be more concise and more operational. We discussed all the worlds, actually. I think we didn't talk about Robin Hood. I think that's the one world that we haven't discussed. But I can very much see that just being like a very fun poppin' world, very similar to, honestly very similar to what Alice in Wonderland, but I would like Alice in Wonderland to return. Maybe go through like an Alice through the Looking Glass kind of vibe, but with Kairi instead. And also, it would be interesting if we don't find Alice in this version, like in this game. Like, it has everyone, like the Cheshire Cat, it has like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. We interact with so many other people talking about Alice, but we can't find Alice. And Alice would play a similar role that Sora does in the story of like, this person is missing, and we're kind of looking for them, because she's not in Wonderland anymore. Alice is now, in another world, she's in another realm. She's in her real world, but we're in Wonderland. And I think that'll be a nice parallel to what Sora's going through, right? He's over in Shibuya, and Kairi's stuck on this side of the world, you know, of the realm, of the universe, whatever you want to call it, of reality. She's on the other side. She's on the other page. Very similar to what Alice is going through, where Alice is on the other side of the page, but she's not in Wonderland, but Wonderland is still existing. Without her, the world is still turning without Alice. She's no longer a Princess of Heart, you know, which, when Kairi doesn't get to have that conversation with her, what it means to be a Princess of Heart, because Alice isn't there, but she gets to understand what it means to be a Princess of Heart from the people around her, and the Cheshire Cat probably gives her, like, some vague answers and some vague riddles about what it means to be a Princess of Heart, and what it means to have this power within you, and what it means to lose it, and what does that do to a person, and, you know, again, really emphasizing the idea of connections and, you know, bonds that we make, because Alice made bonds in the story, even though she left, even though she got the fuck out of Dodge, she still made connections with some people. She connected with the doorknob, she connected with the Cheshire Cat, she connected with Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and even though these aren't, like, true deep bonds, they're still bonds regardless, and that's what the Cheshire Cat would do. It's like, hey, these bonds are still very important. Even if they're not as deep as you want them to, as a Princess of Heart, you can still make these connections so much more intensely and so much more, like, clearly than other people because of your heart, you know? You've got no darkness to muddy the bonds that you make. They are pure and straight, and they will always be connected there. And, you know, it'll always guide you to the people that you care about and that you've made bonds with, regardless of how deep those bonds are. And that's going to reinforce Kairi being like, yeah, I'm going to find Sora, and I'm going to help find Sora. My bond with Sora still is there, even though I'm not there with him. Alice's connection with Wonderland is still there, even though Alice isn't in Wonderland right now. Even though Kairi's, like, kind of playing the part of Alice in this story. I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be pretty neat. That would be fun. And also it'd be funny to see the Cheshire Cat get chased by Pluto. That'd be funny. And so Kairi keeps getting lost in Wonderland because she's trying to find Pluto, because Pluto runs the fuck off. She's like, Pluto! This would be one of the very early worlds where you're still, like, bonding with Pluto and he's still just fucking off. He just does not give two shits. Like, he's getting you to world, and then that's it. He's done his job. He's fucked off. So you're like, Pluto! Get the fuck back here! And this is probably where you learn more about, like, the gaming mechanics of, like, interacting with Pluto, making sure he's, like, snacked, you pet him, what kind of mechanics he has. I think, like, Wonderland could be a great first world. Robin Hood? Haven't got a good idea for that yet. Oh my gosh. Maybe the story's about heroism in Robin Hood, like, you know? Maybe, it's the idea that, like, Kairi, wants to relate more to Robin Hood than, Mary, you know? I think that's her name. The female fox, you know? She can see the king is awfully bad. The world item in this world would probably be, the king's crown, or a football, or a bed knob. If you know, you know. It would be funny if it was a bed knob. You know, it would be something quite simple and innocuous, because this world carries on in a very, like, laissez-faire, Ren Fairy-esque way, where everything feels like a performance, you know? People are playing their roles, and they're happy doing it, so, you know, like, Robin Hood's the savior, he, like, steals from the rich and gives to the poor, you know, you've got your big dumb character, and Kairi's like, these guys are just happy doing what they're doing, they're happy performing their roles, you know, you've got the crybaby crybaby king, you've got the Khan ripoff, and she's just like, alright, pop off, kings, you have fun, you know? Like, maybe she asked, like, Robin Hood, like, they talk more about the idea of, when the king goes, like, would you rather have a world where the king doesn't exist and everyone's happy? And maybe the Robin Hood's like, you know, well, that way I won't be Robin Hood anymore, I would just be someone else, and it's like, I think leaving it at that kind of just makes Kairi go, huh, okay, that's a wild statement to make, but I'm gonna think about that. And I think that also connects with her in a sense of, like, if this didn't happen, would I still be a Princess of Heart? If this didn't happen, you know, who would I be without the actions that have previously happened, kind of thing. And I think that would probably be a nice little storyline for that. I think that would be a great end story for Kairi. For Kairi's in the Robin Hood world. Anyway. I think that's all the worlds then, yeah. So I want Atlantis. I can't think of anything for Agrabah, but I do know how I would want Jasmine to interact with Kairi, being the idea of, like, what it means to be a Princess of Heart that no longer has that power anymore. Again, discuss Bambi and Fox in Hand. I could go either way for one of those two. Beast Castle, gorgeous. Black Cauldron, very fun idea. I like that. I'm subscribed to that. Radiant Guardian and Twilight Town. I feel like Destiny Island would be like a you can return there to like like it's different hubs for different characters. But I feel like Destiny Island would hold like a lot of the OG casts. Like you meet Selphie, Waka, Titus again, but also you could, nominate them more often, or like nominate and Shion, and the crew can be seen either there or in Radiant Garden or Twilight Town. I feel like it'd be a nice rotation of NPCs, maybe? I don't know, it'll be interesting. I can definitely see Radiant Garden being like a heavily Final Fantasy world. People miss the Final Fantasy, give the fans what they want, just put a bunch of Final Fantasy characters in Radiant Garden, and just be the default Final Fantasy world, and how they interact with it all. Twilight Town, of course, you've got the Struggle Tournament that you can do, the side game there. Plot-wise and story-wise, I can see them trying to use the computers there to figure out what it means, what a world order item is, how to identify it, how it interacts with the world itself, and what it means when a world falls apart when it doesn't have that item. And Kairi can come back and report on her findings to Pence and all that. Destiny Island feels like a fun minigame island, not gonna lie. Like, how we had the Mirage Marina? I feel like we can turn Destiny Island back into that. We have a lot of fun minigames for people. She can go there to reflect, maybe meet Aqua there, have a few like one-on-one fights with Aqua, or like Aqua, Terra, and Ven. I don't know, enhance your skill. Maybe there's a secret boss there after, like, in certain points of the story. Maybe this would be really cute actually. If there was a small chocobo farm, if you went through the story and going to these worlds that like haven't really been seen before, and you find like a chocobo, like a baby chocobo, and Namine's like, hey, if you find any more of these guys, bring them back to me. Like, I want to return the idea of connections, people traveling through the world, planes again, once they did before. Maybe something along those lines. You find a chocobo egg, or like, you find something that like can increase the chocobo population, and there's like a little chocobo farm now on Destiny Island, where Namine is just like, I'm raising chocobos now. That's my whole thing. I'm painting and raising chocobos. What was that after we talked about Dark Cauldron? I summarized my thoughts on Wonderland, where it's the idea that Alice isn't there, but Kairi is, and it explores the idea of like what it means to like have bonds with people, even though you're not in their life anymore, even though you're on like separated by a page, by a world, and that's what Kairi is going through with Sora. Robin Hood being the idea of what it means to kind of to play a role, and what that role means to you, and also how your past defines you and helped build you. So Kairi is very much like, the stuff that happened to her was bad, but they still happened to her and made her her. And now we're on about like what the other worlds would do, like Destiny Island and Twilight Town. Destiny Island, I feel like, would be just a fun place where Naminé is raising chocobos. I want Naminé with chocobos. I'm just very sold on the idea. Please tell me other people can see this, okay? I think that'd be a great little thing. Crap, my knee. What else would happen in Destiny Island? I feel like we'll see some Final Fantasy characters there as well. Maybe, Cypher, Fu, and like, and is it Ryu? 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 They might appear in Destiny Island, just having fun. I want Destiny Island to be explorable again and be like a mini game hub, maybe. Be nice, just a nice place for you to actually have fun. Play a similar role to the Mirage Arena, not really like a place that heavy plot shit happens. The Fox Robin Hood. Radiant Garden, again, just be like a place for Final Fantasy interactions to happen. We meet the Fairy Godmother, maybe meet Merlin. We learn more about the idea of summons, more gameplay mechanics there could be examined, about like how Kairi goes through like her bond tree and how that can help her influence her power. And like the little fragments on her, like, once they're shattered, but she can always regain them. Like, nothing's gone forever. and the one that represents Sora is like the one that's like the most fragile, and so she's been keeping it there, and with with Merlin, or the fairy godmother, she's like, I don't trust myself to keep this little fragment that represents Sora the safest. I'm scared, and I want you guys to look after it. And so she'll come in every now and then like, is he okay? Is Sora okay? Because her relationship with Sora is turbulent. Like, it's not as it once was, you know? It may have started off as like, you know, Sora having a crush on Kairi, or Kairi just like, you know, admiring and being best friends with Sora, but now it is a struggling, turbulent relationship of, are we still friends? Like, we're still friends and we care about each other, but like, it's a struggling one because they're not together anymore. It's hard. They're teenagers. They're going through teenage hormones. They're not kids anymore. Teenage drama. And the one with Riku, I think will be fine because like Kairi's always like had this deep respect for Riku, I think anyway, or like deep care about him, and she sees that he's, you know, very vulnerable. And so her one with Riku is very much built off like the idea of like, she has such a reverence for him, not in a romantic way, purely in a friendship way of like, that is my fucking bro, that is my best friend, baby. He is cool as shit, but he's also really sad and gay. I feel like Kairi has that feeling towards Riku. And then, yeah, I think that would be good. Radiant Garden. You little shit! I was literally-
Syria rated your channel with 5 viewers.
Hi! My name is Multiplier, right? You little shit. Do you want to give yourself a shout out? Maybe get new chocobos for each one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking! You get like a new chocobo for each world you go to, and so like the chocobo like pen increases, and that's where you get to keep coming back to Namine, and Namine gives you new shit to add on the board, because it's like, oh, thank you for helping me not feel as alone anymore, because I'm able to have this chocobo feel not as alone as anymore either. Like, I thought this chocobo was the last chocobo in the world, but maybe there have been experiences like mine out there. Maybe I'm not the only nobody that has come to fruition in this way, and that's giving me hope. Boom! Full line. Let's fucking go! Sorry, we're ranting about Kingdom Hearts fan game that we're coming up with. We got all our worlds, we got our gameplay mechanic thought out. What else do we need? We have our Pluto mechanic, which I'm excited about. That's my favorite part so far, the Pluto stuff. I think if anything, Ishtar Chocobo from Atlantis. Oh my god! It would be a blue chocobo, like, because blue chocobos are the ones that can walk on water, and and because the Atlantis world, we don't actually go underwater yet. In the first part of the game, because you know we're playing, like, this is when Ariel has Melody. Also, hi everybody, my name's Cotton. I'm currently just ranting about Kingdom Hearts. I'm so sorry. I'm very distracted right now. Yeah, we have Melody in the game, so you know she's trying to explore. She has like her little fish companions that she's like going across. How dare you? I'm getting a ban for that. Yeah, we have Melody, and you know we're helping Melody travel with the blue chocobo, maybe when we're crossing the waters, and then at a certain point, Melody's like, "Hey yo, we meet the Ursula's crazy sister." And Ursula's crazy sister is like, hey yo, here's a potion to turn you into a fish, a mermaid lady. Now, if you get me the trident, I will give you permanent fish legs. Oh, that'd be so cute, like wings like a fish. Oh my god, that'd be fucking adorable. Well, let me doodle that real quick. Like little wings, like little fins. Da 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 da. It's got like little, you know, it's like, oh, yeah. Oh my god, and that also adds the idea of like for Name to be like finding unique chocobos, because like, you know, Namine's got this idea of you know, that she's like the only one of her existence, and then she's finding unique chocobos that may be the last ones of their kind, you know? And so it's like, ah, yeah! Theming! Theming, let's go. Got these, yeah, you know, casual chocobo legs, though, obviously. That's so cute. I gotta raid. Raid and run. That's okay! You raid and run. Oh, duck feet! Oh my god, you're so right! No, you're right, give him duck feet. The little, oh my god, oh my god. Oh! So yeah, we're like traveling on this thing, and then we get separated from Melody, and Melody goes off and gets her fucking little legs, little mermaid legs. Kairi goes back to Ariel's like, yo, I kinda lost your daughter or something. What if the one from the, oh my god. You know what? What if you only get, like, you have the chocobos in the world as a form of, like, fast travel. You know, you can ride on them to, like, you know, go across the world faster. You know, it's just, like, a general, like, transportation buddy. But if you want to bring them with you back to Namine, you have to fight the boss associated with it. Like, there's, like, a secret boss in each world that represents each chocobo. You know, just, like, a side secret boss. Nothing too intense. Kind of like the black mushrooms or the, I'm trying to think of the other one. Or like the shadow things, the remnant shadows from Kingdom Hearts 2. You know, you find them, and that's the thing that kind of keeps them locked in this world. Like, you want to take the chocobo with you, but you can't. You need to free it from the imaginary shackles of, like, the thing that represents it, you know? So, you fight, like, a big kraken creature. What if each one represented, like, a traditional Final Fantasy, like, element character, you know? The 4 elements, like the, Scarmagillion, Babashia and all that, like the elemental ones, the elements, get it? So you have the water one, it's a big kraken, then you have like the undead one, which is Scarmagillion, you have a fiery chocobo, which is obviously Rubicante, you have the wind chocobo, which is Babashia, like represents, you know, and you fight against those. That would be so fucking cool and a really fun way to reintroduce Final Fantasy back into the series. We're cooking! Holy shit, we're cooking! Like, oh my god, like, yeah, an undead chocobo, like a chocobo with, like, a skull. Like a, oh my god. And you can, like, you know, once you return it back to, and once you take the chocobo, like, back to Namine, you can use whichever chocobo you want in whichever world you go to, because each one will have different abilities and different ways to interact with the world. So, for example, if you go to, let's say, like, the I'm trying to think of a world that this would apply to. Let's say you go to Reading Garden. Alice in Wonderland, right? You go to Alice in Wonderland and you're in a room that is like the room of tears or whatever. It's like a big ocean, you know, because there is like a big ocean theme in the early parts of Alice in Wonderland. But you go there and it's like, oh, there's a treasure chest on the other side. Kairi doesn't have the mobility to get there. Like, sure, she has like dash and maybe a glide, but the glide isn't permanent like Sora's, you know? She doesn't have the same kind of glide. In fact, let's not give Kairi glide. She has like a little zap teleport, and that's what she gets. If you want to glide, you need a fucking chocobo. If you want to get across the water, you need that fucking chocobo. You need a specific chocobo to get in certain areas. And you can only come back once you have that chocobo, but you can only get that chocobo once you've defeated the boss associated with it. That sounds fucking great. Different petals? And you need to rent the chocobo from Namine. You need to rent the chocobo. Thus increasing your bond with Namine, thus increasing your, like the bosses aren't like super bosses, don't get me wrong. They wouldn't be super bosses, they would be like bosses that you can defeat. You know, nothing too intense. But, maybe, because the Rose Beast had, oh! Yes! Petals, but it's, you're cooking, maybe. The petals, like a plant chocobo for a beast's castle. Like maybe it's got like a rose-like plume. Not a plume, I forgot what it's called. But you know. Its little head is here. And like, its ability is like it can make certain plants like blossom and bloom by just like dancing around it maybe. And like, you know, there are things that like there are like buds that need to sprout. Maybe they hold a chest in it. Maybe they hold like a little platform booster that Kairi can go on to like get a super jump, to get to a new platform, to get a chest, you know? So that could be a really fun way to interact, like, oh, you dance with the chocobo here, or do like a really cute animation with that chocobo, and it blooms the flower and you get like a treasure chest or something. You know, something that rewards you for exploring and getting one. Ooh. A porcelain one. Oh, fragile baby. I think maybe like porcelain but very plant-based. Like it's a white porcelain kind of elegant chocobo. And we only find it because Namine's influence and you know, you finding and the world order also being like topsy-turvy right now. As everything's going chaotic, the reason why we didn't see this chocobo before is because, one, we didn't actually go into the village before. This time we get to go into the village of in the Beauty and the Beast world and not just stuck in the Beast castle. And two, because the rose was taken, therefore the world is a lot more chaotic, and so a chocobo returns. Even though this chocobo wasn't meant to be here anymore because all the chocobos are gone, because of that like glitch, I guess, because of that like contradiction, the world falling apart internally, we get the chocobo back. We get a chocobo. When we take that chocobo back, turning it to Namine, Namine's able to save it through bullshit Namine powers because she's like can relate to them. Exactly. Yeah. Yes. Porcelain skin with petal wings and a red rose at its head. Oh, cute. Very elegant looking bird, I feel like it would be. And like obviously all of them would have different stats in terms of like speed and like what they can do, you know? But also how cute would it be just to watch Kairi ride a chocobo? And like have like Pluto like run alongside it as well. Maybe not like a chocobo per world, but because like I can't think of a chocobo that would like fit nicely in like all the worlds, and that may be a bit like 12 chocobos might be a lot. I don't know, it depends. But definitely a lot of chocobos. Like I don't think there would be a chocobo in Radiant Garden or Twilight Town, but I think the one that Namine found was a chocobo that was in Destiny Islands, because we do see a picture of a chocobo in Destiny Islands, so I think maybe she finds one there. Alright, I'm getting distracted. Hi, Luffy! We're going on a Kingdom Hearts run. It could be an orange or green one that covers his head with the leaves the beak uncovered. Oh my god, that's so cute! Like a little like from the Muppets, you know? Like little sneaky one. Maybe this could be like the sneaky chocobo that like you ride on it and it's like its footsteps are really quiet, so you can sneak past enemies if you don't want to interact with them instead of just rushing past them, you know? Or like you can sneak past areas. And some of them can just be like just pure aesthetic differences, you know? It can just be a pure aesthetic chocobo that you just want, and it's fine. But not all chocobos have to be special, and that's okay. That's really fun. I like that's fun. And also adds more like gameplay stuff that you can do with Kairi in this game. You got Chocobo Collection, raising your Pluto. Oh my god, that's so cute! He can't see you, so you can see him. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. What other concept do we have to wrap up before we end today? Because we've been going quite a bit. I didn't expect this one to be as long. Well, the 7 heralds, I feel like would be like the 7 foretellers. So hold on. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like these 7 baddies will be the ones that come across and like try to fuck with Kairi during her adventure. Obviously I can't design as cunty as Nomura can, so excuse these designs for the time being, but we get to discuss them at least. We know we have the main leader, and their names would be... oh god, hold on. Hold on, where is... so you know you have the 7 deadly sins, so you have the 7... I think it's like 7 holy virtues, that's it. 7 holy virtues. And that's what these motherfuckers will be named after. So it'll be... we have faith. Justice. Obviously we're gonna give them a Latin name, because that's what Nomura did with the foretellers. Justice. Prudence. Hope, which is so ironic that the hope is on the bad guys team. Fortitude and charity. Fortitude and charity. Yeah. Yeah, baby, let's go. Yeah, but this is where we're gonna go with original, because Kingdom Hearts always has like a bit of original for like the bad guys. Like the main bad guys of the series. Like you had Maleficent be like a bad guy, but at the end of it, it was Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. And so we're gonna kind of do a similar thing here of like, we know, like, Yzma and Ursula and all that kind of stuff, they're bad guys. Ursula's sister are bad guys, but we gotta have the main people behind the scenes. So maybe... ooh, what if, hear me out. These 7 are all just one guy. Right? They're all just one person. Very similar to like what Xehanort did with like himself. But they split themselves into 7 parts, you know? So they can act like all together. And then as Kairi go around beating the shit out of like this person's many versions of themselves, that represents like, you know, his justice, his faith, his charity, whatever. As you go around beating the shit out of them and killing them, they all reform back into the main version, and that's the main boss that you have to fight in the end, you know? Like, when one of them, like, disappears, like a star fragment thing comes out, and it's like, it goes off and it zooms off somewhere, very similar to how, like, the little star shard, the little, like, flower fragment came out of Kairi when she got shattered. Very similar in this case, where she's, like, going across, beating the bad guy, and then at the very end of the game, it's like, oh, you beat the final one, you beat Faith, oh, never mind. All those star shards now start to form together, and now you're facing off against the main baddie, and then you fight him, and obviously you get rid of him or something. I feel like that'd be good. It also kind of it reminds this is blindfold. Yeah. I see. But it kind of reminds Kairi of when she was split apart as well, you know, into several fragments. So it's like, ooh, why are you doing that? And it's like, ooh, maybe this was a previous Princess of Heart. Maybe you get some fairy bait in there. Maybe this person was like an ex-Princess of Heart, so they have the same abilities as Kairi has, but like through darkness. Now they're a Princess of Darkness, a Prince of Darkness. You know, something like that. Where's Justice that you are? But at the end of the day, it's all them. Kind of like Father from Fullmetal Alchemist, you know, the way he had the 7 deadly sins removed from him. In this case, this person had like the 7 virtues removed from them, so they can fully commit to being a baddie. But also, like, the gender of, like, the characters aren't, like, it's not all gonna be male bad guys. I feel like Charity would be- oh, wait, wrong one. I don't know, I like the idea of Charity being a girl. That sounds cute. A woman. A woman! He cups her face into, like, a heart shape, you know? And she's Charity! Charity! Again, I can't really have the same amount of, like, cockiness that Nomura puts in his designs. I can't make a Kingdom Hearts design, okay? He's just able to hit it different. Don't know how he does it, alright? But he's just got a skill that I don't. And Justice, I feel like Justice would have long hair. Like the long reach of the law. Make Justice a dragon. Because, obviously, scales of dragon. What if we give him like a Sephiroth kind of look? You know, the split here. Give Kairi her own Sephiroth fight, you know. I'm terrified. Prudence with glasses. Ooh, I see you cooking. I see you cooking. Prudence being like the one who does like all the intellectual shit, like the organization of it all. They're like, here are the statistics, okay? There's a high chance that you'll lose this fight, Kairi. So you should just give up now. And Kairi's like, fuck you. I'm gonna lose into a loser like you with glasses? Get out of here. It's given the Zexion vibe. There we go. There's a high probability that you would lose this match. Give up now. Kairi's like, there's a high probability I'm gonna kick your nerd ass. Get out of here. You know? And I feel like also these can kind of reflect in Kairi as well, how like she feels like she's lost some aspect of herself because she's been so absorbed in like saving Sora, making sure Riku's okay, and it's like, what about you, Kairi? What about you? You literally died. Are you doing okay? So this kind of be like a reflection to Kairi herself, just being like, hey, you good? You good there? You good there, buddy? You doing alright? Prudence. Ooh, physical fortitude, that's fun. Get some kind of mask for fortitude, I like that idea. Hope's just gotta be like the most that reminds her of Sora, which would be so funny because we have to have another Sora in every Kingdom Hearts game. We have to have a Sora version, right? We gotta have this little baby look like Sora. And it could represent Hope, and that's, I feel like that would also fuck up Kairi a lot in that she keeps seeing Hope run around, and she's like, Sora! And then she chases after him, and it's like, no, that's not Sora, bestie. This is someone entirely new. And we never explain why he looks like Sora. Okay? It's never explained. Like, he looks very similar to Sora. Not, like, entirely, obviously. But, does he, the angst! The angst! The angst! Alright, let me find Sora's hairstyle, because he has a very specific hairstyle. Oops. Oh, I think it's gonna be Kingdom 1 Sora as well, but the hairstyle is familiar too. Because I feel like in her mind, Kairi still sees Sora as the young kid Sora, as the Sora that's still from that same little kid from Destiny Island. I feel like she still sees him that way. And so when she sees this guy, Hope, kind of look like a young Sora, she's like, Nani? Nani? Nani the fuck? She hits him with a konnichiwa! Oh my god, Sora, your hair is so fucking spiky. Alright, and then it's got this general vibe of like going like this and going like this. So we can just kind of make it up as we go along. As long as it's got that like general vibe of Sora-ness. Oh my god, a Palpu fruit in his hair as well, something like that. Oh god, emotions. Oh, and she has to fight against this asshole as well? Oh, Kairi. Oh, Kairi. Oh, poor baby. She has to fight against this, like, embodiment of hope. And he just does not give up. Let's give him a little mole. There we go, make him a bit different. He thinks of the good guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. He thinks... So my brain's thinking of ideas right now. For example, like, what if he is very similar to Repliku in the sense of, like, the idea of him being himself is so core to his identity. You know, he's so hopeful, he has this power of hope on his side, but it's darkness at the end of the day. He's still using darkness. And it's like, how do you write a character that uses the power of darkness to motivate himself with the power of hope? The star like beautifully bleaching on stars? Maybe. We don't really have pupils being messed around with in the Kingdom Hearts series. Most pupils, maybe like the blue eyes and stuff, maybe. But we don't really mess around with pupil looks in Kingdom Hearts. All the pupils stay the same. But it's a good idea, I like what you're thinking. But you got this guy here, little Sora, fortitude. I feel like he's gonna be like our Alexius of the group, you know? Very gruff, our strong man. Oh, I should put the moles on the person's face so it really hits home that, like, they're all part of the same person, so maybe... Oh wait, I need the symmetry tool back. Give him that, like, Xemnas look, maybe. Give him the mudum chops that this guy is probably gonna have. Oh, I put the symmetry tool on. Can't think of a hair design for this dude at the moment. My head is now. I'm fully gone. Anyway. I can come up with designs afterwards. Yeah, I see that. Hiding his form, fortitude. Very sneaky little shit. Okay, I'm gonna end it here because I am aching. Oh, we've been going for almost 5 hours talking nonstop about Kingdom Hearts. Honestly, I'm surprised you guys like stayed for as long as you did. And like from general view count, it seems like some of you are genuinely enjoying this little theater of the mind stuff. But 5 hours is I gotta cap myself for 5 hours. I'm sorry. You did good. Good job. Thank you. I will edit this video down so the part where we react to Lily's video will be on YouTube, shortened down. Anyway. And this Kingdom Hearts plot point will be shortened down and made more coherent into another video, because I want to turn like my ramblings into little videos. I think that'll be nice. It'll be fun. I don't know. We'll see about it. Thank you for joining me. I'm just gonna end because I'm so tired. I need to pee. So yes. I will see you tomorrow for more drawing. We'll be finishing up Pancake's Pancake. I shall see you tomorrow. What a good joke. Shut up! Alright, ta-ta everyone. Bye-bye!